Let's talk hookup. For the next 2 hours, join Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Maxa, Corey Sandin, and this week's special expert guest for fishing information, new techniques to catch more fish, and the most current scoop on what's happening in the water. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup, and Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. Get ready for the fastest 2 hours on radio with the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Maxa, and Corey Sandin.
Good morning, anglers, and welcome to Let's Talk Hookup. I'm Pete Gray with Rock God Rick Maxa. We're in the world headquarters of Let's Talk Hookup here, right next to San Diego Landings in Point Loma. We have a couple of great guests. It's showtime. Yes, indeed. Again, Bill and Mike from the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show are here today, and we're going to be talking some fishing and showtime and schedules and all that good stuff. So you stay tuned. This is Southern California's sport fishing voice. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app, Facebook, YouTube Live, and 97.3 The Fan. Inside information is everything when it comes to catching fish in Southern California. You need a code group to connect with what's happening on the water. FishDope.com is your code group. Inside information available at your fingertips 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. FishDope.com really does help you catch more fish and burn less fuel. FishDope.com is the only fish finding service with a spotter plane, along with a crew of top anglers on the water almost every day that report actual locations and catches. They become your code group. You get daily catch reports from Point Conception to San Quintin, 365 days a year. FishDope.com has online planning tools, temperature and chlorophyll charts, hot bite icons, and more. Take it from me, if you don't have FishDope.com, you're not part of the in-the-know crowd. Membership is affordable and good for an entire year. Plus, use the special code and save $30 on a new FishDope.com membership. Check it out today. FishDope.com. Catch more fish, burn less fuel. It's truck month at your local San Diego County Ford dealers. The biggest deals of the year on Ford trucks are happening now. From Pro Power Onboard to Blue Cruise Tech and the Ford Security Package, Ford's award-winning truck lineup is built with the power and utility to help you take on whatever life throws your way. From F-Series, America's best-selling truck, to the Ford Maverick and the Ford Ranger, built to take you everywhere from work to play. Check out the entire lineup of Ford trucks and take a test drive today. Go to your local San Diego County Ford dealers today.
Okay, it's on. Yeah. San Diego show is here, baby. Welcome to Let's Talk. What a fun day this is going to be. Glad to have Mike and Bill back. I'm surprised you were able to, with as successful and busy and crazy as Orange County was, I wasn't sure you were going to be able to rouse these guys up for Del Mar, but it's go time, man.
You ready?
We're ready to go. Good morning.
You ready, Mike?
I'm ready, but I do have to say one thing. We have to give it up for Jerry Garcia's Tiger guitar sold for $9.53 million.
Wow.
Over the weekend.
Now,
that's really cool.
Yeah. Now, did you see that? I think was it Led Zeppelin's guitar or something like that?
Yeah,
it was like
you got to throw that in
14 million, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Come on, dude.
If you had a guitar collection, you'd be very well off.
Very well.
It's a good thing you threw that in now too, because we've only got an hour and 59 minutes left. So I don't know how you would have worked that in otherwise. It's a good timing.
It's a good way to start, right?
Where's Jess when you need him?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Jess.
So
leaving me
very first Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show in Del Mar and San Diego. How's that going?
So it came along. We had an outreach from the vendor community in San Diego and attendees and stuff asking us to please bring our show down to San Diego. Last year, some things changed down there. We went ahead and signed up for it before Orange County last year, made our deposits and everything and committed to doing it. And Mike and I have a tendency of walking into things and saying, we can do that.
No problem.
No problem. We got it.
And then we came back a month later and walked the buildings and went, holy mackerel, this place is big.
Yeah.
This place is big. And because originally I thought, we'll sell a couple hundred booths. This place will fill up. We'll do our thing and it'll be amazing. Well, then you come to find out there's, 400 and something booths in this place to fill it up. So we started on it, and the support from the community and the industry has been absolutely unmatched. Everyone's coming down. Everyone's wanting this to be the successful show that it needs to be. So every building is completely packed.
Wow.
tons of retailers, tons of manufacturers, lots of boats, lots of travel. It's what we do. It's how we put on a show. 3 seminar stages, 2 live bands, lots of good food. The trout ponds for the kids. We've got the dock diving dogs, and the gold panning for the kids. So everything is there. The encompassing way that we run a show is going to be in San Diego. We have put it together the way we envisioned it. So it's pretty exciting to go to bed at night and know that we put together the show that we kind of dreamed of.
That's cool.
It's an unbelievable feat that you pulled this together the way you did for the very first time. I was here with like that many booths, hundreds and hundreds of booths, hundreds of events.
Man.
And you look down the list and it's all the key people in the industry.
It's the good stuff. Yeah, that's I think the difference. And the way the buildings are laid out, it's going to be very reminiscent of Orange County, and the fact that every building you go in has everything you're looking for. There's manufacturers, there's travel, there's charter boats. Everything you'd be looking for is in every single building. So you need to walk every row in every building, and you will find that it's very similar to the way we do Orange County, but with the culture of San Diego.
We talked about that yesterday, and that's what's so cool about how Orange County is that there's never like, oh, well, I'm interested in this building, and I'm either gonna just put my head down and burn through that one, or I'm gonna only visit this part of the show or not. Like, there's everything everywhere. It's almost like Disneyland. Like, you get in there and you just, every step you turn and every booth, there's a lot of everything in every different building. Like, you're engaged the whole time you're there. It's totally a place where you walk in at noon and all of a sudden you look at your watch, like, oh my God, it's 5 o'clock in the evening already. Like, how did that happen? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Bill's being pretty kind to himself. The Orange County Fairgrounds and the Del Mar Fairgrounds are totally 2 different entities. They're both, owned by the state, but dealing with the people there and dealing with Orange County, totally different. I mean, electrical, totally different.
Right.
Fencing, totally different. Up there's the muscle memory of it. And it's just like, you come down here and you're like, wait a second, just working with the concessions, getting people their food vendors and their permits and stuff. Everything
kind
is
of
totally
the Wild
different.
West here.
It's the Wild West.
Let's say it's been probably 3 times the work to do Del Mar than it is in Orange County, is what he's getting at.
And you prepare, you're trying way in advance to get it all done.
Yeah.
And then it comes down to like 8 days out. You're like, wait, permits? What for? What?
For who? What? Yeah. So there's also going to be, Mike, a lot of new stuff in Del Mar. There was not were not in Costa Mesa. Tell us about that.
Well, there's a lot. It's actually pretty cool. We got some new boat dealers down there. A lot of new tackle. It's funny. When you look at like the makeup of all the different exhibitors up in Orange County, right? There's a lot of like 10 by 10s. They live within 30 minutes or 40 minutes. They have a little company that they're starting or they're doing in their garage or whatever. For them to come down and the hotels and everything, some of those guys don't come down. But at the same token, some of the guys in San Diego don't come up. Mm-hmm. And now those guys from San Diego have a place to come.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot of those new little bait companies and things like that are showing up. And we've got Temecula Motorsports, we've got Sea Witch and, a bunch of new boat dealers and stuff. So it's, and it's packed.
That's one of my favorite parts about the show is you guys give a platform to everybody. I mean, the biggest hitters in the industry, the CalStars and Shimano's, down to 2 kids in high school that are pouring swim baits that, have a 10 by 10 and a banner, and, they're selling their wares just the same way that Shimano is. And everybody's got a platform there. And it's so cool for the consumer too, because you can find out about a brand new Talica, or you can get a killer deal because these 2 kids in high school are making baits and they're stoked making 20 cents on a lure, and you're getting the killer deal, and everything in between those is there.
Yeah. So if you're familiar with the Del Mar Fairgrounds, the O'Brien building is massive.
It's huge.
And we have absolutely packed it. There's boats inside, there's electronics, and then there's Main Street. Right down the middle of this thing is all the San Diego landings, a bunch of great CalStar and AFCO. You guys, the tackle Fisherman's Landings there. Shimano's got a giant spot. You guys are right there. Let's Talk Hookup.
And CCA, Friends of Rollo.
It's going to be an epic little zone.
And that's when the first building you walk in,
the very first
with the previous shows that were there. It's a totally different layout.
Yeah, right? you need to give it a completely blank canvas when you walk into this. Do not have any memories of any other shows. Other shows have been wonderful. That's awesome.
Yeah.
This is just completely different. This is the way we do it.
Yeah. No, and it's the cool thing is in every building there's a mix of everything in there.
Absolutely. Yeah. There isn't an area that's probably one of the neatest aspects in my opinion is it's everything from the guys from the Sierras and Convict Lake and Sierra Drifters to the sport fishing landings. I know a lot of the news interviews I've been doing. One of the things we talk about is the fact that we have the largest sport boat fleet in the world. There's nowhere else in the world that this many people leave daily to go out and fish on a boat.
That's right.
And enjoy the resource. So that's something that's amazing.
The world headquarters is sitting right on top of it, right here.
Right. So I think that's a crazy aspect is that you bring in the landings and you have the retail and you have the freshwater bass and the swim baits and you've got the, all the way up to the big stuff for deep drop and swordfish.
The one thing that's so cool that you guys do is you just, and I don't know a better word for it, but the vibe at the Orange County show is so good. It's the live music. It's everybody's so engaged, everything. The fact that San Diego is going to have all of those things. And then also this week, the light switch kicked and the fish are biting. Like everybody's not only excited for the show, but now it's like, oh my God, it's here. Like it's time to buy those yo-yo jigs for the islands and buy your bluefin gear. Like I think the vibe at this San Diego show is going to be off the Richter scale. I just think that the excitement that the fish biting and what you guys, your brand of show at a new place, I think this is going to be off the charts. I really do.
We talked about this before. Last show that you guys were here, it seems like months ago, but it was a couple weeks ago, right?
Right.
But a lot has happened. But we talked about how Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Festival started, and it was a lot of seminars and educational and stuff like that. And now you're a full-blown sports show with everything, including all that stuff.
Yeah, like you never lost your roots.
Yeah. So the seminar panels, all the different seminars and stuff that you had at the Costa Mesa show, that's all part of San Diego too, right?
Yeah, there's actually 3 seminar stages. We tried to separate them out a little bit better to where it's a little more time in between seminars. But yeah, and there's some very specific stuff like, Coronado Island Yellowtail, some of the deep drop stuff. I mean, Thursday evening, we have the Farmer brothers, Kyle and Andy, doing the deep drop stuff. And the cool part is they caught a lot of their fish right outside San Diego right here. What we're trying to do is differentiate the groups to actually be more specific. We have a lot of guys for Corey Sandin's going to be up there. I mean, talking about local bass fishing here in San Diego. I think
he's going to get out of his booth, huh?
If he can get out,
you better bring
got
a crowbar
people with him just in case.
Yeah, wow, that's cool. Now, Bill, one thing I don't understand is why you're up there doing a deep drop swordfish.
Yeah, for real.
So we've had this conversation a lot. I said this the other day. To be honest with you, I love talking to people about deep drop. Like I have at my show 2 years ago, there was a lawyer there. I didn't know who he was. He's a friend of a friend, and he came up and shook my hand, and I think they were having a hot dog out by the band. And he said, "Do you mind? Can I ask you a couple questions?" And I'm like, "All right." So we sat down, and literally like 35 minutes later, in the middle of the show, I had walked him through every rig. I had shown him the canyons where I like to fish. I love telling people about it. I'm not a stage guy. And it's funny because the conversation a few minutes ago was about another guy who's not interested in doing seminars because he's not a stage guy. And I acted confused by that.
Now you understand.
That's me. Yeah. If anyone has any questions, walk up and ask me. I am more than willing to talk about it. I have no problem sharing information. I just honestly, I'm a wimp.
Yeah.
I get nervous talking.
But here's the crazy thing, and Mike knows this. It's like, and Rick, Bill would come into town. He lives in Idaho now. Come into town and jump on his boat and go catch swordfish. It's like you made it look so easy. It was like, why?
I'm in town for 2 days. I got to get a butt of swordfish on Thursday, and then if I got time, I'm going to get his friend one on Friday, and then I got to catch a flight that afternoon. And like you talk to him next week, how'd it go?
Like,
oh yeah, we got them both fish. It was great.
I had. You're talking about the one from 2 years ago. It was my 14-year-old at the time.
My favorite.
And he really needed a swordfish. My other son got his first one at 12, which my claim is he's the youngest kid ever to catch a swordfish on the West Coast. I'm pretty sure it's correct.
Yeah.
So we snuck down. The wife wanted to go to Disney for a couple days. So as we're landing at the airport, I called Frank, who used to help me out on the boat a little bit. I said, "Hey, can we get on the boat and go out?" And I had another buddy call me and say, "Yeah, I've got some information. It looks good." And we decided we were going to go out for a half day, but we had a very nice dinner planned at Disney at Napa Rose that I promised the wife I would be back for. And we slid out in the morning, and we missed a bite at like 10 o'clock in the morning. And by like 10:30, we had a really good one on. And I think we were like, I don't know, 6 or 7 hours into this fish. We finally killed it at sundown, but we had zero service. I think the fish was 376 or something like that. It was a big one.
You got in trouble.
Yeah, well, we put it on the boat, and it's the craziest thing ever. We literally were drifting around, and we're in between Catalina and home, kind of out by the 277, just kind of in the middle of nowhere. There's
6 hours on the fish.
Yeah, no service there. And literally both Frank and my cell phones got service for, I swear to you, 1 minute. We called both of our wives, told us what was going on. No problem. Good to go.
Oh.
And we lost service for the rest of the night.
Oh, crazy.
It was just a weird, we ended up going in and weighing that fish. And that one's in our game room up there. But yeah, I've got one more kid to get one for my 12-year-old. So I'm going to sneak down here at some point for a day or two. And try to get it done. Once I get him one, though, I'm not fishing for him anymore.
It's
right.
Just drive out and catch one.
Somebody soundbite record that when he says, I'm not fishing for him anymore after I catch that one.
Yeah.
It's in your blood.
So you're also a big hunter. And there was some hunting stuff at Costa Mesa. Is there going to be hunting in San Diego?
Yeah, there'll be a couple guides there. So it's never going to be an overwhelming part of the show.
Yeah.
But I know, I really enjoy hunting myself. And there is some crossover. I mean, I brought in a few hunting booths this year of guys that are friends of mine or guys that I hunt with. I told them, I said, look, buy a booth here. Let's just see what goes on, because I don't know how well how it's going to go. And every single one of them sold a ton of hunts, talked to a ton of good people. They said it's the best show they've ever been to. So it'll never be an overwhelming part of the show, but if you enjoy that side of things, there's some good guides there as well.
It's cool.
Wow, that's going to be fantastic. And you mentioned Shimano. Shimano, I was talking to Matt Towner. He said the big booth that was up at Costa Mesa is coming to San Diego.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's in that very first building directly across from Fisherman's Landing Tackle.
Yeah.
So
right there. So
that's Main Street, right? That's what we're calling Main Street.
That's cool.
In the O'Brien building.
Now, what are some of the other favorite zones that you have at the show, Mike?
You
probably know it by heart.
You do, and it's the retailers, if and I think I don't want to say that's like the biggest draw of the whole thing, but man, when you can go into a place and Fisherman's Landing Tackles there, and they've got all these crazy specials. And you can go down to the next building, and Fisherman's Access is there. He's got a 20 by 40, and he's got people he's working with on freshwater stuff. And, we're able to put the Okuma booth with those guys because they're working together. And then you go into the exhibition hall, and Turner's and Pure Fishing and Daiwa, they're all in there, and all just the different brands that make it all up. And they're all working together to give everybody in the fishing industry a great deal, a great opportunity to just come and hang out and spend a bunch of money and get ready for this season.
What a cool thing you guys get to think about, all the money that you save, like the deals that get created because of the show that you guys put on.
The amount of savings is incredible.
It really is.
But the total overall economic impact of the show and what it does for our region.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing.
Huge.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, even just the travel and gas and stuff, people, the hotels are full down here now. It's amazing.
Yeah,
great.
I think one of the biggest things that I think we're very proud of is bringing the manufacturers and the retailers together. When you have the representatives and the sponsored pros and stuff in these booths to actually talk to people before they go into, let's say, Rick's booth, they go over to Shimano and they walk them through the different reels and stuff. They make some decisions. I think that gives them that awesome buying experience, being able to be with the manufacturer in the large manufacturer booth, being educated on the product. Then they walk over to Rick and they know exactly what's going on when they walk in there.
Think about the guy that's knowing, I really want to get a new killer reel for bluefin fishing this year. You get to go to that show and you get to sit in a seminar and hear a bluefin seminar from the best there is. Then you're going to walk over to the Shimano booth and you'll talk to the guys from Shimano and get fully dialed in. Okay, whichever model is right for what he was thinking about doing.
Even pull on it.
100%.
They have that
new version versus old version. This style versus that.
They
style.
have the rail set up.
All of that there.
You can pull it.
Then you go to the retail booth. The guy's going to get a Talica 20. It's 70, 80, $100 off the normal price, depending on what size it gets. And it comes with free line. There's another $150. You're talking saving $200. So a guy goes home fully hooked up, all the best info, made the best purchase possible, saved a couple of $100 because he got to go to the show. Like, that just doesn't happen if you guys aren't putting all that work into it.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
The Turner's booth at Costa Mesa was insanely giant. I spent a little time in there and talked to Mike and saw a lot of stuff. Are they going to have that giant booth again in San Diego?
What's amazing about that place is it's always packed.
Well, they're running four or five registers at a time. I mean,
unbelievable.
It's out of control. When I walk over there, I'm just like, wow, this is way too hectic for me. No, thank you. I have to move out of that area. But one of the things that's so nice this year is with the addition of our presenting sponsor, Geico, and some of our new sponsors like San Diego County Ford Trucks. It's given us the ability to bring out the marketing and really get the word out to a much larger crowd than we ever have before.
Is the Geico Gecko going to be there again?
I think so.
Yeah.
Dude, that was pretty cool. It was so funny to watch the little kids come through the gate, and there's like a stream of people, and the kids are just like, the Gecko, and they run over and jump on them and give them a hug and everything.
That's cool. Well, as you can hear, man, we got a great show going. So much to talk about, so much to cover with the Del Mar show going on, and so much fishing going on. We're going to be hearing catch reports, all kinds of great stuff today. It's going to be a very fun time. And, man, we just want to have you join us. If you want to be a part of the show this morning, we are standing by at the fan to take your phone calls, 833-288-0973. That's how you reach us on the fan this morning. Again, 833-288-0973. Or, as always, you can text into the show. Texting the show's become so popular here on Let's Talk Hookup. If you want to send in your text, it's only available through the Let's Talk Hookup app. It's a free download. It's the easiest way to listen to Let's Talk Hookup. I obviously was super bummed to miss the shows during the PCS show. You had Dave Pfeiffer on as the big retirement show, and then Captain Aliar. But my whole drive home with the truck and trailer, I was listening to the archive shows, and that's done through the Let's Talk Hookup app. It's a great way to catch up on it, and it's the only way to text in your questions to Bill and Mike today. When you do, make sure you include your contact info. Just a name and a phone number is all we need that goes along with your text question, because we are giving away a killer prize at the end of today's show. So how it's going to work is at the end of the show, we're going to flip a prize coin, and that coin is going to determine whether the winner goes to a caller or a texter, and whoever that lucky person is going to win a brand new pair of Costa sunglasses. This particular pair is the Fantail Pro, which Fantail was one of their most popular shapes they'd ever had. Then the Pro Series offers you all kinds of advantages. There's an adjustable nose piece. There's venting, so when it's hot out, your lenses don't fog up. This is a really, really nice pair of Costas. It's a matte tortoise frame with a green mirror glass, probably the most popular glass combination now. Right. The 580s, their highest end. And in addition to that killer pair of Costas, you're also going to win 2 tickets to come to the PCS show this Thursday through Sunday at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. Again, if you want a shot at those Costas, your chance to talk to the boys, your chance to go to the show, 833-288-0973, or send in those texts to the Let's Talk Hookup app. And when we come back, we're going to be taking your phone calls. Lots of great info coming your way. You stay tuned. You're listening to Southern California's sport fishing voice. This is Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app, Facebook and YouTube Live, and 97.3 The Fan.
Fillet knives shouldn't be disposable. Introducing AFTCO fillet knives that are built to last. Designed in collaboration with Boker, Germany, AFTCO knives feature 4116 German stainless steel, bonded with titanium nitride to ensure optimum corrosion resistance and exceptional edge retention. A non-slip TPR handle maintains a firm grip when processing game fish. Fillet knives from AFTCO. Any fish, any water.
The PCS show will be coming to Del Mar, and we will have an enormous booth. Hi, this is Doug Kern from Fisherman's Landing Tackle. Check us out when you walk into the first building at the show. We saved our most incredible and exclusive deals for our hometown show. Deals never before seen. Everything at the Fisherman's Landing Tackle booth will be on sale, with a ton of high-quality saltwater products that no one else will have. For saltwater tackle at the PCS Del Mar show, your best stop is at the Fisherman's Landing Tackle booth.
When you're offshore fishing, the right gear makes all the difference, and that includes Fujinon stabilized binoculars from Baker Marine. Come see Baker Marine at the PCS show in Costa Mesa and Del Mar to explore the full Fujinon binocular lineup and take advantage of the fantastic show specials, only from Baker Marine. Need the best? Fujinon Stabiscope is the professional's choice. Looking for top-tier stabilization at a great price? The Fujinon Techno Stabby TSX 1440 delivers rock-steady vision even through rough waters, perfect for serious anglers. Baker Marine is the largest Fujinon retailer on the West Coast and services all brands of binoculars. They also have super lightweight stabilized binoculars for hunting and other outdoor activities. Visit Baker Marine at PCS Costa Mesa and Del Mar shows and take advantage of the exclusive show specials, or stop by by their store on Shelter Island in San Diego. Learn more at bakermarine.com. bakermarine.com.
The sports shows are coming, and it's the best time to buy that new boat you always wanted. West Coast Marine will have Parker and Camus boats along with Yamaha outboards at the PCS shows in Costa Mesa and Del Mar this year, all at special boat show prices. Owner Nick Kelly will show you all the latest boats from Parker. These are models designed with the West Coast angler in mind and the ultimate platform for our kind of fishing. West Coast Marine has a great inventory of Parker and Camus boats and Yamaha outboards at their shop on Newport Boulevard in Costa Mesa too, along with the finest service on Yamaha outboards and more. Nick will have several Yamaha powered boats at the show available for you to check out. Be sure to go by the West Coast Marine booth at the PCS shows in Costa Mesa and Del Mar, or stop by their Costa Mesa location and see their inventory of new and used boats and Yamaha outboards. Check westcoastmarine.com.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup, man. What a great morning we're having already this morning. Talking show, talking fun. We haven't even talked about the fishing. You know what I mean? Like, the thing just absolutely kicked off again. You know, yesterday we were so excited to hear Captain Frank Lepresti calling in, talking about Aliar's great stop. Limits already.
Limits of bluefin.
And you know, Frank was kind of giving us the rundown.
Tomahawk went down in that same area.
Exactly. He was saying Tomahawk was about to get to the zone while the show was happening yesterday. Those guys had a great day. I don't even know how their evening finished, but I got the chance to talk to Blake last night with Starlink, you know, who's on the boat with Captain Dave. Yeah, Blake was running second with Captain Dave.
Wow, that's cool.
And their daytime fishing. So I talked to them before it got dark, and their daytime fishing was great. I think they had 25 or 30 bluefin daytime fly line fish, good fishing. They had a Dorado yesterday on a kelp. They had yellows. This is March.
So wild.
So it's March. Aliar had limits of nighttime fish. Those guys had multiple daytime fly line drifts for bluefin, kelps for Dorado. The islands.
Dorado in March.
In March, dude. In March.
That's got to be kind of a record or
I
something.
think so. I was thinking the same thing. Like, maybe it's happened here or there, but like, I don't ever remember a San Diego local mark. And when I drove, I went, you know, we were talking about yesterday, I went and fished the bay yesterday. When I drove the boat back around to San Diego Bay yesterday, the water outside of Point Loma was 66.5 degrees yesterday. And beautiful. Wow. Beautiful. I was in such a time crunch to get the boat back home. I guarantee you the bass would have been great yesterday. I skirted the edge of coming through Point Loma Kelp. It was down and in current. It was blue, and it was 66.5 degrees. Wow. I guarantee it was good. And I was just kicking myself the whole time that I didn't give myself more time to get the boat back home. Yeah, it was really good.
Wow, that's good fishing.
It's happening.
You know, we mentioned we're giving away a pair of great Costa sunglasses today to one lucky caller, along with the tickets to the PCS show. Costa had a great booth up in Costa Mesa, and they'll have another great booth in San Diego. Bob Hoos and the guys are there, and they also, I think, will have the prescription guys in San Diego.
Yeah, so
too,
they're going to have two spots. They're going to have a spot near Fisherman's Landing Tackle in that Main Street area, and then they'll also have a spot in the exhibition hall. So they're in two different areas.
That's cool.
Wow, yeah, and Hoos and the guys, and I know that they're local prescription guys.
It's that Sport RX.
Sport RX.
Yeah,
yes.
they were. I know that they had the prescription
there, right?
stuff up in Orange
They
County
did,
as well.
And they have Sport RX up there. So
I know
I'm
for
sure,
a lot of guys
they're going to be here, right?
I would think
For me,
so.
it's a big deal.
Yeah. So if you want a pair of prescriptions, a lot of times they have an optometrist right there to do the exam and everything like that. If you want a pair of prescription Costas, come to the Del Mar San Diego show.
And that's a big deal too, because everybody that wants info or to look at Costas, they're all going to a retail shop. They're going to Fisherman's, they're going to Dana Landing, they're going to wherever, but we can't touch it. It is what it is. It's a prescription. A doctor has to do that. And so there's nothing that we can do for it. But a ton of people need prescription lenses, but you don't know where to go because Costas you go to a tackle store for. So this is again your opportunity. Now you get the best of both worlds. You get to talk to a Hoos or a Nick or anybody in the booth that's going to recognize the type of fishing you're doing, recognize what lens color is going to help for what you're doing, what the difference is between blue mirror and green mirror and gold and all those things, and be able to dial you in. Then you're going to get to talk to the guy who's going to put you into a prescription pair.
Yeah, and the Sport RX is nobody better. My wife Lolly's been there multiple times, like lots of times, getting different prescription sunglasses, and they always take care of everybody.
And they're local right here in San
They're
Diego.
right here in
right?
San Diego.
Yeah. See, that's again another thing that's really cool is we've got a lot of these local San Diego things at the show. It's not just a remake of Orange County. There's probably 60% crossover, and then I would say there's another 40% of brand new stuff that was not, like, for example, Tropic Star Lodge. They couldn't make it to Orange County because of the dates. They'll be in Del Mar.
Oh, they will.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's a lot of examples of that. There's
Is Bill Boyd's going to be there?
I don't know that he's back up.
Yeah,
he's down there. I don't know when that Marlin season ends. I don't know. I think it goes through March.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, hey, phones are packing up. You want to get through? Jeff is standing by at the fan, 833-288-0973. You can talk World Baseball with him while you're on the phone with him there, and he's all into that.
Yeah, that's some serious games right now.
Serious stuff going
Today's
on right
gonna
now.
be a big day. Today's going to be a big day.
For sure. Hey, let's jump into the phones.
You
Rick.
got it, bro. How about we started off with Mike? He's called us from Torrance this morning. Mike, good morning. Thanks for joining us here on Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning. Thank you very much for your show. It's a pleasure. Let's talk Hookup. The PCS show in Orange County was phenomenal, and Ricky, I think you hit on the head. It is Disneyland for fishermen. We can go and talk and live it, and our sport is only getting stronger. The economy looks so good at Orange County. I hope Del Mar surpasses it. I want to give you guys some credible breaking news that the Monterey salmon season is going to start in mid-April, and it's going to go all the way through September.
Wow, that's great news.
Not only can we catch Dorado and swordfish and bluefin tuna, we can go up and catch salmon too.
That's
so. I
great
hope everybody
news.
has a great day, and thank you very much.
Thanks for that info,
Thanks,
Mike.
Mike.
Man,
That's
really
cool.
Yeah, that's great news for sure. We'll have to get our friend from Emeryville Sport Fishing to give us that report.
Yeah,
next week,
totally.
maybe. He'll give us the update on salmon fishing up in the Bay Area and stuff like that. That'd be cool.
That's awesome.
You
Those
have a great
guys,
text?
those guys really deserve, from getting cut so short, and then last year with that joke of a 2-day season,
Yeah, they've had a rough go.
Yeah, they deserve it. I'm stoked to hear it. I thought so. It started off this morning. It says, "Good morning, gents. I'm super excited to have the PCS show in Del Mar this year. I was curious, is there a multi-year contract that keeps the show at Del Mar? How did you guys come about it? I'm just very curious on the inside baseball. And more importantly, is there any listing of some of the better deals and promotions that you guys have seen? I can't wait. My last question is, do you think it's worth coming on the last day to score the best deal, or should I be there Thursday to get them before they go away?" That's all from Ted in San Diego.
So we're watching the Royal Polaris pull out
Pulling
on the
out.
John Collins 16-day trip. I
All
believe
right.
now. So good luck to
16
John and
days.
his group. They're leaving Fisherman's Landing right now. There
That's
she goes.
The master.
Yeah.
I think the to answer that question, so there's a lot of talk out there and everything. We've never done anything with our business to go against any other shows or anything. We ran Orange County for 16 years, on our own merit, and building the show on our own. We have had a lot of vendors reach out the last couple of years. They really wanted us to bring our show to San Diego. We held off. We stayed out of the market. Last year, there was a cancellation. It looked like that show wasn't going to be able to keep going. So we went ahead and, at the request of a lot of our vendors, went down and signed up to get it going. So, yeah, the plan is to be there for many years. We'll announce new dates for 2027 at the end of the show. It's not a one and done thing. We're here to support San Diego and make this thing happen. But I will say, this is our first year down there. We need San Diego to come out and support the show and show these vendors that this is a venue that has merit, and will continue to make it worth their while to come down and produce this show. I'm
glad you say that. That's a great point. If you're a San Diego guy and you had I don't want to say the attitude, but the thought of like, oh, I already went up to the Orange County show. I've seen it. I'm good. Like this is a hometown show. Like you need to support it. Obviously, it's going to be worth it for the deals and the fun and the show and the seminars and everything like that. But you're right. I mean, this is a hometown thing. And if you're in this zone and you had that thought of like, I don't need to go, I've already been, come support the show. Like it's a big deal. It's where all of us are going to be. It's where you're going to see something new. And there is no question that it is going to be beyond worthy of your time to get to come visit this. It's different than Orange County.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a different show.
It is our job to produce a show that has value for you guys coming out. And I really feel like we have done that. It's the attendees part in coming out and supporting the vendors and enjoying what we've put together.
I love it.
I think it's going to be strong too. I was talking
really
to
do
Steve
too.
Carson. He was doing a seminar for San Diego Rod and Reel Anglers or somebody just here last week, and he did a show of hands, and there was like 80 people in the meeting, and all of them 100% said we're going.
They're going.
So,
That's great news.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, from the west end of San Clemente Island, Benny Florentino writes in.
That's cool.
Good morning, Benny. And he says, good morning, Ricky, Pete, Bill, and Mike. Great show in Orange County Fairgrounds. Thank you for letting me be a part of the seminar with the best inshore guys on the coast. Looking forward to Del Mar, where once again I will be part of the show talking saltwater bass in the great Shimano booth and displaying my 2026 Camus 26 HB West Coast Marine booth. Looking forward to seeing all the anglers at the show. Thank you for letting me be a part of that.
That's awesome.
That
Thank
boat
you,
was
Benny.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And
that boat was sickening.
And Nick had such a great lineup of Parkers there and Yamaha outboards at the West Coast Marine booth. He'll be back too.
They will be in Del Mar as well.
Yeah. Okay. That's great news.
We have a customer and buddy who at the show sealed the deal and which I don't even think was on display, got the brand new, like the newer, cooler version of my boat. So they don't, they might even still make the 25, but it's basically what the 25 center console is, but the new one that hasn't arrived yet, and pulled the trigger at the show. Bunch of killer show incentives, but brand new 25 Parker, twin 200s. Like, it is going to be the sickest boat. Like, those guys at West Coast are doing all kinds of custom things as they do, like taking a perfectly brand new boat and then cutting part of the transom out of it, then glassing in a new tank and doing all kinds of trick stuff. It was fun. He was in the booth with us, showing us all the pictures and talking about how the boys took such good care of him at West Coast. We were really hyped.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, let's jump into the phones, Rick. They're packing up. You want to get through? Jeff standing by. 833-288-0973.
John and Escondido's up next on Let's Talk Hookup. John, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. I got a comment and a question. So my question is, at Del Mar, so in Orange County, you could buy your ticket. You could there's a place you could take it, and you could get your magazine for free for the year. Are you gonna have something like that at Del Mar? And where would what booth would I go to take my ticket? And then on a great note, Corey's trip to Hideaway Safaris sold out at the PCS show in Orange County.
That's great.
And I'm going. So
all right.
That's great.
I get to go on Corey's trip, and I get to go on your trip, Pete.
Oh, wow. You're going on both.
Double dipping.
Wow. So you're going to be up there.
Dipping.
Yeah, Valerie did great up there. And she'll be back in Del Mar.
Oh, yeah. She always does. Yeah, as far as the ticket goes with the subscription deal, we actually did not run that this year. The problem is, to be very honest, we don't even have our own booth at the show. We have so many people that want to be a part of it that I feel uncomfortable taking one of the spots for myself. So we don't even have a proper place to drop them off. We tried to do it with the Balboa Angling Club. It's been kind of a tougher thing to have drop off. So we did not do it this year just to get rid of the confusion. If we can in the future have a proper booth for us to take care of it, we'll start that back up again. But there's just no space for us to have a booth, unfortunately.
Now, when's the next magazine?
That will be out. We just did March, April. It'll be the June, July issue.
Yeah, well, I think we handed out a few thousand at the front gate. They were
such a great issue too. That article about Beak.
Oh, it was a good
man,
one.
That was great, dude.
So well
good job.
done and just amazing.
Right. Yeah,
and
we had just got.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
we had just got that in the mail the day we were with you guys last time, and I met them for breakfast to drop them off to them afterward.
But if you haven't seen that issue and you know the legend of Beak, you've got to read that issue. It is so cool. Yeah. It's you're going to have it in Del Mar, I'm sure too.
We will. That'll be passed out at the front gate again. We have a whole couple pallets of them down there. But the biggest thing is, I've been in this industry for, 25 years. I consider myself, been around a little bit. But guys like him, they were catching fish well before satellite images, well before GPS. I have a huge respect for those guys, and him and I kind of have a special relationship. Early on in my career, I was bringing ballyhoo out here, and people looked at me like I was dumb. He was one of the few people that sat down with me and had lunch with me and were interested. Same way with the deep drop stuff. We were doing seminars on this stuff 22 years ago, and everyone kind of looked at us like we were dumb, And now you go out and fish marlin on the coast, And it's pretty, you'd be hard pressed to find a boat that doesn't have some ballyhoo somewhere on their boat.
Yeah.
Sneaking it around.
Pretty
cool.
amazing, huh?
Yeah.
I had a fun text. Says, good morning, all. I absolutely loved the Orange County show, and I'm absolutely heading for San Diego.
Awesome.
Any opportunity to do the same veteran discount as we saw in Orange County?
So what we do is the kids 12 and under are free, and then active duty military with an ID are 100% free. If you're a part of the base in Oceanside there, grab 20 of your friends and come down. It's on us. Come down and have a great show and enjoy yourself. What we tried to do is we have not raised the ticket price in, 5 years. So instead of bumping up and inflating the price and then making up all these different discounts, we've just kept it at $20, which, the value of what you're getting for that $20 ticket, in our opinion, especially if you bring the family out, I mean, gosh, you've got the bands and the kids stuff to do and the seminars and the deals. And the other thing I wanted to say is if you go on the Del Mar Fairgrounds website, you can pre-purchase your parking. You need to find our event on the calendar, click on that, pre-purchase your parking, and I think it goes down to $16 instead of $20. So if you want to save a few bucks, I know there's a lot of people out there, $4 is $4. That gives you some more money to buy some plastics at the show.
Sure. Exactly.
Get that pre-bought, and that'll save you some money for sure.
That's great. Yeah.
All right. Hey, when we come back, we got more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. More of your phone calls. We're going to be checking in with catch reports, find out what's biting, and a whole lot more. You stay tuned. You're listening to Let's Talk Hookup, Southern California sport fishing voice on the Let's Talk Hookup app, Facebook and YouTube Live, and 97.3 The Fan.
Gamakatsu has amazing show deals for you. Buy any 2 packs of Gamakatsu hooks and get one free. That in itself is an amazing deal. But get this. Purchase $25 of Gamakatsu products at the show and get a free pocket utility case. Purchase $50 of Gamakatsu products at the show and receive a free Gamakatsu everyday carry knife worth almost $100 at participating dealers while supplies last. Only from Gamakatsu at the PCS shows.
Hello, this is Captain Mike Totter from Searcher Sport Fishing. Alongside my colleague, Chef Josh Evans, and our dedicated team, we invite you to join us aboard the Searcher. Our fishing trips range from 1.5 to 8 days, available May through November, and include charter options. We're committed to upholding a legacy of top-notch customer service, delicious food, and a friendly and talented crew. Book your fishing adventure online at searchersportfishing.com or call Rachel at 619-226-2403. That's searchersportfishing.com. We look forward to welcoming you aboard.
After a record-breaking show in Costa Mesa, the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing, Tackle, Boat and Travel Show, presented by Geico, now moves to San Diego, March 19th through the 22nd at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. This show will feature hundreds of sport fishing exhibitors, manufacturers, tackle dealers, fishing boats, and fishing resorts taking up the massive Del Mar Fairgrounds. Fantastic seminars and kids' free trout pond. Seminars featuring some of the top names in the industry, from catching giant bluefin, swordfish, calico bass, freshwater bass, trout, and more. Take advantage of incredible show specials from major tackle retailers and boat dealers. Talk to the top fishing travel destinations. It's great for the whole family. With the fishing season now here, stock up on all your favorite tackle or purchase that dream boat at incredible show prices. Thursday, March 19th to Sunday, March 22nd at the Del Mar Fairgrounds, presented by Geico. Check sportfishingfestival.com.
Hi, this is Tommy the Fishmonger from Tunaville Market and Grocery and the TV show Fishmonger. I've known Yosef Husseini for over 20 years, and he's the expert when it comes to real estate. He's helped me with estate planning and multiple estate questions that the average guy like myself just doesn't understand. Yosef's not only a fellow angler, but he's an amazing realtor that specializes in helping us in the angling community find their ultimate home. If you own a home, get a free, no obligation home evaluation now online from Yusuf by typing in SoCalHomeEval.com. All you do is put in your address and you'll get that report fast. Yusuf is a SoCal real estate guy to go to. He's helped me and many of my customers and family members to find what they are looking for in a home. He understands the real estate market like no other, so take it from Tommy the Fishmonger. Yusuf's the real deal when it comes to your real estate needs. Go to SoCalHomeEval.com and I'll see you at Tunaville Market and Grocery.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Having a great time here this morning, talking fishing and talking fun at the PCS Show, Del Mar. Again, it's coming up this Thursday through Sunday at the Del Mar Fairground. You want to join in the fun today and have a shot at winning a brand new pair of Costas and 2 tickets to go to the show, 833 288-0973 is how you do it.
Yeah, let's find out what's biting out there.
You got it, man. It's time for the Catch Report, which today is sponsored in part by Anza Knives. Speaking of the show, Don and the Anza Knives crew is going to be at the PCS show in Del Mar at booth 170 in the Pat O'Brien building. It's right next to the Let's Talk Hookup booth. Anza knife makers are going to be in their booth too, along with their full line of fillet knives, plus hunting, military, and some one-of-a-kind custom knives, all at special show prices. Go see the Anza Knives booth at the 170 spot in the Del Mar show. Going to be a great time.
Yeah, and they have one of their knife makers in there. They had her up at Costa Mesa. She was amazing. Yeah. I mean, it's like, you make knives? You made this knife?
Yeah.
And some of those knives are beautiful.
Some of them are works of art.
We met with that guy down at the landings a while back, and he was picking up some knives.
He made a couple special knives for my dad for his birthday.
But the whole process, those are old files and stuff. I had no idea.
Yeah,
pretty
cool.
The way
feel,
the way they forge that stuff constantly, or just the whole process is amazing.
Pretty amazing. So you'll be able to see in Del Mar.
Yeah.
Go by.
He's made a few knives for my dad, I think for his 77th birthday, and then this was his special 80th birthday, and I met him down at the landings to pick him up right before I gave my dad his surprise party. So
that's
my dad loves his knives. Yeah,
I'll bet. Yeah, they're pretty special. Yeah, so check them out.
Well, it's time to find out what's going on. We got the man, Captain Brian Woolley, is on the line right now. What's up, Woolley?
Hey, good morning, guys. Good stuff in there. More PCS rolling. Love it.
Yeah,
we got a great show for us. Yeah, thanks, guys, for putting on such an amazing deal up there. It was amazing. Yeah, good stuff. Speaking of good stuff, man, how's this weather? It's been amazing. The water temp, obviously, I know I've been talking about this water temperature. It seems like all winter, and it seems like it's this big player and this huge thing that's about to play out. We're going to, look forward to our summertime. But 61 to 63 was kind of our water temp on the beach. Still incredibly warm for, where we're at on the calendar. And we had some good movement, both from that swell and some nice downhill current. So the water was moving in some of the right spots this week, and that kind of transitioned into some good half-day fishing. Continued to be pretty good. Fly line bites near the surface on the live sardines, counted for some nice calico bass for some of the guys this week. A couple days when the swell wasn't pumping, we were able to get in tight and get into some of those boilers and stuff like that and get some big baits in some of those spots and caught some nice fish there. Other anglers on the days when that swell was up, we were able to get out a little bit deeper. Light dropper loops, 2 to 3 ounce torpedo sinker type stuff. We saw some nice sand bass, sheephead, just classic half day action. Plenty of bites on the whitefish and the sheephead as well for those guys. The sculpin fishing still decent out deep over some of those deeper hard bottom spots, 200, 250 feet of water. Nothing new to report there other than it's still plenty good, and there seems to be no shortage of that stuff out there in the deep water. So 3/4 day guys been kind of mixing it up in the morning there, catching sculpin, whitefish, sand dabs into the bags like that, and then into the beach to try for some bass, maybe a halibut or two, for their afternoon stuff. And the halibut that we've been catching on some of these trips, they haven't been big. This is all like 5 to 8 pound fish. I think it's on that grunion before it pushes into the beach. So a lot of that fish was in shallow, anywhere from like 15 to 25 feet of water. So again, that swell kind of kept us out of some of those spots this week, but the days that we were able to kind of sneak around and poke around in that shallow stuff there, we did catch a few fish there. So just a classic, half day and 3/4 day week for us here. And we're watching those water temps. So looks like another killer week of weather ahead of us. So, we'll see how the week plays out. So if you guys want to hop on a trip here, give the landing a call. Our number 949-496-5794. They can help you book over the phone, or if you want to go the online route, you can link us there through the Let's Talk Hookup page, or check us out at danawharf.com.
Man, awesome. I just feel like this was the week, dude. Like you said, the weather was killer. The fish are biting down below. They're biting at home. Bass are flipping. It's happening, Willie. A great report, man. Glad to hear it. And we'll just, let's keep this ball rolling.
Yeah.
Woolie's the only guy in my code. He's the only guy in my code group.
He is your code group.
He's your code.
I live in San Clemente. I launch out of Dana. I'm like, Woolie, what's going on? He goes, the bass are biting. There's some halibut.
My code group.
Yeah, he's always looking for the inside scoop. But what's cool about this time of year is that there's always something, that ones up the week before, like that mahi that was caught yesterday. It's like, well, what's going to happen this next week?
Totally, man. Totally.
So, just keep the eyes and ears out there. Something cool will happen. It's just a matter of time.
And what just a nice day to be on the boat at Dana Wharf. I mean, this weather is so gorgeous. I know it's the cliche thing to say, but it's the truth. Like the fishing is like the secondary bonus part of it. To to get on the boat, hang out with the boys, smell the fresh air, eat a boat cheeseburger. Like, this is what it's about, man. Are you kidding me? Like,
get them.
I love it, Willie.
My memories as a kid, having a cheeseburger with my dad in the galley.
Totally.
Pretty damn
With Captain
cool.
Brian Woolley. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Captain,
stuff, man.
Thanks for that. Appreciate that, and we'll talk to you next Sunday.
All right, guys. Have a great week.
See you, Willie.
Special report now from Captain Cameron from the Mission Bell.
All
Good
right.
morning, Cameron.
What's up, Cam?
Pick us up, Cameron.
I get you guys. Good morning.
All right.
Hey,
good morning.
Morning.
Great to have you.
We
What's
just
going
wanted to-
on out there?
Man, yesterday was our first, start of the season, and we were very surprised. Obviously our code boats had been fishing a few days prior, but very good sign of yellowtail. Springtime yo-yo jigs, good schools boiling up. Man, getting bites.
That's awesome.
That's so cool. Are you out there now?
We're on our way. We got about 5 miles to go before we're gonna really slow down and start scanning around.
That's so
wow, that's so awesome. So there's a volume of yellow at the Coronado Islands right now, right?
There's very good sign, and they're big, almost too big. There's a lot of 25, 28 pounders.
Oh,
You guys
those are
get-
real ones.
Man.
They're real.
Yeah, real
Yes,
deal stuff.
We had 77 fish yesterday. We only had 21 guys on the boat. It was everyone got quite a few shots and some heartbreaks and all of that. But we got spots. Tomorrow's almost full, but the rest of the week there's spots available, and it's with the weather and the water. It seems like this might be the trend.
Yeah,
Oh, man,
I would
that's
say
cool.
that's awesome, man. Well, if somebody wants to ride the boat, you said you're almost full yesterday, and you only take like 30, right?
We take 30, yeah.
God, so
Yeah,
nice.
there's a handful of spots Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday through Friday. There's plenty of room. So
And the weather.
passports and yo-yo jigs. Let's go.
Yeah, weather is supposed to be. Are they eating any bait or surface iron?
We had a handful of bait fish, and in the afternoon there was some opportunity for guys with the long rods, but a full-size 6X definitely is the way to go.
Okay, that's a good tip. Yeah, full size 6X. All right. Well, if somebody wants to ride the Mission Bell, how do we do it?
Call Point Loma Sport Fishing or just book online at pointlomasportfishing.com.
Picked a good time to put her online to make the first trip down. Cameron shows up on scene, and there's a bunch of big yellows coming over the rail. Not bad, buddy. That's great news.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, I owe the code boats some lunch.
Yeah. All right. Well, keep getting them and keep checking in with us, Cameron. Mission Bell online all week at Point Loma Sport Fishing, pointlomasportfishing.com. Thanks for the check, Cameron. Hope you have a great day today.
Thanks, you guys. We'll be listening up.
All right.
See you, buddy.
Appreciate that very much. All right. Surf guru Gundy Gunderson is standing by. Good morning, Gundy.
What's up, Gundy?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, you are.
God, you
Tell us
gotta
about
love
that.
spring yellowtail fishing.
Ooh,
I love it.
Sounds really
Yeah,
good. doesn't it?
let's get back to normal here.
Yeah. No kidding.
Hey, talking about normal, barred perch bite and the spawn has begun. So the best bet this week was the barred perch fishing. Up and down the coast, anglers posted solid catches. And like I said, the spawn has begun. Lots of ripe females reported. No giants this week, like that 16.5-inch fish, but the top fish this week were like 12, 13-inch, some spawners up north. And the bigger fish come on those lucky craft. Lots of smaller halibut also showing in the shallows on the backside of the Grunion Run. And then we also had some more striped bass catches. Hook, line, sinker reported solid perch fishing all along this stretch. Nice grade with kickers to 12 inches. Grubs, gulp, sandworms, mussels, all of it's working. And like I said, the better ones coming on those hard jerk baits. Lots of 18 to 23-inch halibut reported this week. No biggies, sometimes you see those males come into the shallows first. We're in mid-March, so the spawn's right around the corner there. Lots of bait and then staging grunion. So real good conditions there. And I'd look for some of those better-sized females to show up. Catch of the week, a 15-pound striped bass taken off the salt marsh there on a gulp sandworm. And the water temperature is 60.5, which is pretty warm for this time of year. Very nice. Just Fishing reported solid perch catches all along South Bay beaches, 5 to 8 inch average. Better spawners to 12 inches. Hermosa, a hot spot. 2 striped bass reported along this stretch. A 6-pounder at Hermosa, an 8-pounder at Dockweiler, both on hard jerkbaits. Big Fish reported good perch action. Bolsa Chica, Huntington, Ketchum reported good perch action. River jetties, the street jetties, some better spawners taken near the wedge. That's always a good spot for some real quality fish. And then Pacific Coast reported good perch action. Most beaches, spawners approaching 2 pounds. Lots of smaller halibut to 25 inches showing in the lagoons, on the beaches. And they have a grunion run going. A halibut derby going. And with the grunion run, the fishing's picked up. They had a 7-pounder to start, but usually the winner of that derby, it goes through April, is going to be double digits. So look forward to that. 62, 63-degree water off San Diego Beach. Is very warm, and I think we're going to get going real quick here.
Yeah,
love it, dude.
I would say pretty amazing. It's
we turned
turned,
the corner,
yeah.
man. This is it.
It's time to go fishing.
Yeah, it is. The guys too. They've been spotting Corbina in the surf line all winter long. They haven't really left. So that's another species that's going to join the fray here.
Great news. Well, Gundy Gunderson, surf crew extraordinaire. Thanks a lot for that. We'll talk to you next Sunday.
All right. Have a good week. Sharpen those hooks.
Appreciate that.
Thanks,
and of course,
Gundy.
for all your surf fish needs, check surffishtackle.com.
Hey, when we come back, we got another full hour of Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. More your phone calls, more catch reports, and a whole lot more about the PCS show with Bill and Mike. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup, Southern California Sport Fishing Voice, on the Let's Talk Hookup app, Facebook and YouTube Live, and 97.3 The Fan.
Do you know why 1 million customers visited Summit Gasoline last year at the San Diego Sports Arena? Because they give you the lowest price on fuel, great service, and easy access, even for trucks and trailers at their 24 pumps. Summit is known for the best price on ice, too. Almost half the cost of any other vendor. 25 pounds for just $3.99. Martha and her crew love fishermen, and they'll prove it by giving you 100 pounds free with a 35-gallon fill-up. Summit offers over 40 snacks and drinks to choose from for only 89 cents, and even a line of hand creams and lip balms for 89 cents too. Summit now proudly offers locally made burritos and sandwiches, made fresh daily and ready to go wherever the current takes you. Summit just upgraded their car wash, and for a limited time, get a deluxe car wash for only $6. Grab the wife's car, grab a cheap sandwich, and make up for the day on the water. Summit Gasoline, lowest prices, friendliest staff, easy access, and free ice. What more can you ask for?
Hi, this is Captain Ray Lopez, owner-operator of the American Angler. I've spent more than half my life aboard the American Angler along with my partners Brian and Lori, developing a team that's as good as it gets. I've been fortunate to spend time in the ocean with so many fine people that I look forward to fishing with. We can't thank you enough for being part of the American Angler family, and if you haven't joined us, we love the opportunity to meet you. Text or call Lori at 619-223-5414 or check AmericanAnglerSportFishing.com.
This is Captain Tim Ekstrom from the long-range vessel Royal Star. With my partners Randy Toussaint and Brian Sims, we have set the bar for the long-range fishing experience. Spring 8-day, summer 5-day, or a fly-down, fly-back 11-day winter trip, we deliver the highest quality long-range voyage you will find. From our premium RSW fish storage to our top-of-the-line chefs and crew, Royal Star distinguishes itself from all others. Want to grab a spot on the Royal Star? Check us out at RoyalStarSportFishing.com or call Tracy at 619-224-4764.
The PCS Show will be coming to Del Mar, and we will have an enormous booth. Hi, this is Doug Kern from Fisherman's Landing Tackle. Check us out when you walk into the first building at the show. We saved our most incredible and exclusive deals for our hometown show. Deals never before seen. Everything at the Fisherman's Landing Tackle booth will be on sale with a ton of high-quality saltwater products that no one else will have. For saltwater tackle at the PCS Del Mar show, your best stop is at the Fisherman's Landing Tackle booth. The name that stands out among anglers is Fisherman's Landing, your top choice in local and long-range fishing. Our hardworking crew will make your fishing experience one to remember. We offer the finest open party trips from 1 to 3 days, the best charter boats available, and of course, our world-renowned long-range fleet is second to none. All our open party trips can be easily booked online at fishermanslanding.com. or give us a call. I'll see you at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego.
KWFN and KWFN HD1 San Diego.
You ever sit around with two of your buddies and talk sports and life, all that entails? You should listen to Ben and Woods weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
And Odyssey Sports Station. This program is sponsored and produced by Let's Talk Hookup. Opinions and offers expressed during this program are not those of Odyssey or 97.3 The Fan. Sometimes they tell some pretty hefty fish stories. We don't know if they're true or not.
And now it's time for more of Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's Talk Hookup. This portion of the show is sponsored in part by Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup. Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. And by Yamaha Outboards, official motor sponsor of Let's Talk Hookup. Here we go. Another great hour of Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's Talk Hookup. Here's Pete Gray, Rock God Rick Mexa, and Corey Sandin.
Welcome back. Hour number 2, Let's Talk Hookup, right here on the Let's Talk Hookup app, Facebook, YouTube Live, and 97.3 The Fan, which, let's see, 1 week from the opening day of the PCS show is opening day of Padres season, of baseball season.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty exciting. You'll hear them all in the Fan.
That's
right
a shame
here.
because there's going to be so many people not at the game.
No, they're going to go to the show. They're going to go to the show, and as soon as they're done, they're going to go to the game.
It's a week. It's a week after.
Oh,
yeah, week after the PCS
Thursday
show.
after.
So the Padres moved their
Thursday the
season
26th.
See, I had to talk with them before. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, we're going to move the show into town. They're like, no problem.
Thursday
Yeah,
after
they got it.
is opening day of
It's
baseball
nice of them.
season.
Good
Yeah,
guys.
pretty exciting.
Real good guys.
Although I am excusing myself Thursday after or Saturday afternoon. I'll be there the entire start, about 3/4 of the way through, and then I'm sneaking out. We're gonna go see the Savannah Bananas when they're at the at Petco Park. Yeah,
They are selling those games out.
It's crazy.
Yeah, from what I hear, that is like the
Total
ultimate
entertainment.
experience.
Yeah, we went last year we went last year, and the boys are just like ecstatic about it.
awesome.
So, yeah,
Oh, they can't wait,
Have a
huh?
good time.
So
That'll
you
be fun.
actually can get away from your booth then during
There
the
you
show.
go.
Seminar.
He's got people.
Oh, see, let's
Ricky
go.
could do a seminar.
Yes,
Yeah, this is
absolutely.
good information.
Yeah.
Very good information.
that was-
Saturday at noon,
Yeah.
we'll get you up there.
Yeah.
Astute on your part, my friend.
There you go. We've been bugging it for years.
Well, we're having such a good time, and we're giving away a great prize today to one lucky caller or texter.
Man, you're not kidding. If you didn't catch the beginning of the show, how about this? One, just like Pete said, one lucky caller or texter. You decide. Basically, how it works is we take all of the phone calls that made it on the air. We take all the texts that made it on the air. We're going to pull a potential winner from each side, then flip a coin at the end of the show, and then that coin is going to decide whether the winner comes from the caller or the texter side. One lucky person is going to win a brand new pair of Costa sunglasses. It's the Fantail Pro. This is a matte tortoise frame with a green mirror, 580 glass. It's their highest end pair. Plus, you're going to get 2 tickets to come enjoy the PCS show this Thursday through Sunday at the Del Mar Fairgrounds.
Yeah, fantastic. Now, when's Ricky going to do the seminar?
Saturday at noon, I thought.
Oh, is that? Yeah, we'll see about that.
should be easy to get out of your booth Saturday at noon.
Trust me.
It's not like it's going to be busy.
Yeah, that me leaving early Saturday to go watch the Savannah Bananas didn't go over so hot with everybody, with the rest of the boys, but you know,
Well, I'm sure they'll do fine.
Sneaking out, yeah, for sure.
Let's jump into the phones.
You got it, man. They are literally.
You want to
packed
get
full.
through 833-288-0973. Jeff is standing by.
Mike in Redondo Beach is joining us next on Let's Talk Hookup. Mike, good morning.
Good morning, guys. How's everybody this morning? Great show.
Good.
Thanks, buddy.
Awesome.
Hey, OC show was great. By the way, I love the indoor outdoor. It's not all packed into. We've all been to that show. We love that show, but I love the indoor outdoor feel of the fairgrounds. You got to explain me something, right? 2 years ago, I took a friend and we wandered into the Turner booth, and they got, a Penn VASF, then a free rod, then Berkeley fell up with Spectra, and this year it was, Penn with a free rod, Okama with a free rod, and Berkeley's filling up with metered line. What is that? $1,200 worth of stuff for $500 or $600? I don't get it. You got to stop. I don't need more rods and reels.
It's a smoking deal. Yeah. The deals they do at these shows, and Del Mar, I know that Rick's got some stuff that they've held back. I think, the deals are just absolutely amazing.
Now,
Thank you for coming out.
Is Penn Berkeley going to do the free line field?
No,
that was a Costa Mesa.
That was in Orange County only, but
yeah.
there are some amazing deals for Del Mar.
I'm sure.
hearing that was the case, that they weren't going to be able to do there, we have a bunch of Berkeley Pro Spec, and we're gonna, for every reel bought at Fisherman's Landing, we're honoring that same deal.
You're
So
gonna
obviously
fill it.
we're not
All
filling for
right.
everybody, but
Wow.
at Fisherman's Landing, every single reel that gets purchased from
All
our
right.
booth,
From your booth.
we'll have our line machine at the show filling all the reels.
yeah.
So,
Wow.
There you
so
go.
every same deal. No, we didn't change the price. Like, we didn't raise the price of the reel to cover our Spectra. It's the exact same discount that we had in Orange County, and it also will have free Spectra that will wind on in the booth for you while you wait at the show.
Wow. Wow.
And all the other free stuff that comes with it still applies. Your
There you
free
go.
rod you still get, but yeah, we're gonna continue the show for San Diego.
Well, you're going to have to just get another one, Mike. There you go. Thanks a lot for the
Hey,
phone
Pete.
call this morning. Appreciate it very much.
All right. Hey, well, we had I had a great text standing by, and this one says, "Good morning, guys. I was up at the Costa Mesa show, and it was absolutely awesome. Now that I'm recovered, I can't wait for the Del Mar show, but this time I'm going to come with my family in tow. OC for us is the Hardcore Fishing Buddies, and I'm really excited about this one. My question for Bill and Mike: what kid-specific things would you recommend we check out at the show? Also, will the BD Outdoors team be there at the show too? We scored on those $10 T-shirts. Thanks from Ralph and Menifee."
One thing we can add right now for that is that the good people at Plano are going to award a tackle box to the first. I'm not sure exactly. It might be 10 or 20 per day for the
That's
first kid.
cool.
Wow. For the
And
first
they,
10 or 20 kids a day.
through the gate.
I think it's 10.
Yeah, is it 10?
10, and it's a tackle pack though. It's not just the box. I
It's
think
not just the box.
It's a whole box
Yeah.
and pack. The
yeah,
whole
tackle
thing.
tray.
Yeah,
Tackle tray.
it was crazy fun to watch that on Saturday.
Yeah,
morning.
here,
That was
have
such
a
a
free
cool
tackle
promotion.
box, kid.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
There was several kids that came by the booth, that were toting their new box, and like they must have pulled at Brandon's heartstrings because he was like, you need a jig for your thing, so he was giving them a lure, or like
Oh,
he'd see
nice.
one of the kids that had one of the freebie boxes, and you got to start it off with something good, so he'd give them one of their 2-fish jigs to start their tackle collection
That's
off.
pretty
Yeah, it
cool.
was really cool.
And the trout ponds.
Oh, the trout ponds, the gold mining, the dock dog thing. You can't beat that.
Okay,
It was a heck of a hit.
talk about the gold mining, and here's the reason I say to talk about it. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even get to see it, but Dallas brought Wyatt up, and that was his favorite thing that he did there was the gold
Was
mining.
the gold panning,
He has
yeah.
talked about it the entire time,
Yeah.
was hoping that it comes to San Diego because then he can show brother the gold mining. Like, we haven't stopped talking about gold panning. And I still am not sure what it was, because every time you ask him, he gets so excited, he starts squealing about gold panning.
Yeah, the Route 66, which is like the local gold mining club, they come out and donate their time to the kids, and they have panning for gold in their booth. Which it's funny, I know my kids have little pans for the rivers by us, and God, it ends up being such a fun experience.
Yeah, he loved it. It was awesome.
Yeah, the dock dogs thing is too. Saturday, the place was packed. So they're doing like competitions every half hour, and then they have the grand competition at the end of the day. And I don't know if you've ever been
Fun.
to see that.
Oh my
thing,
God,
but
it's my
those dogs
favorite.
It was
launch.
Yeah, they
it was
launch.
probably one of the better decisions that we made bringing that in this year. What our goal was is that in the past, the buildings just get absolutely too packed, and it's hard for our vendors to be able to reach out and talk to everyone that walks by. So us expanding the fairgrounds up there, adding the dock dogs, trying to spread the crowds. We added a whole nother area, another restaurant, the dock dog area. Just because, you get them too packed, and really as a vendor, I know from being on the other side, it's hard. You can only talk to a couple people at a time, and that crowd is flushing through. So it added so much to the show and was so popular. I was completely blown away. I walked back there and it was packed.
What a good spot to be in. Your problem is no longer trying to get enough people there. It's like trying to find things for those people to do so the other people can get to the stuff. That's a Cadillac problem to have.
Trying to get a nice even
I
flow,
get it, yeah. But you do it. That's the thing.
It's interesting too. You walk around that place, the traffic flow.
Yeah.
Right. There's some places that you can look down the aisle and there are heads and rods and receipts and stuff all the way down.
Yeah.
And then you turn the corner and it's just stopped, right? Like the San Diego tackle trader dude.
Can't even walk.
I was actually joking around with Ollie. I'm like, Ollie, man, fire marshal's shutting us down. You got too many people in your booth. And he looked at me like, are you serious? I'm like, no, we're but it was just packed. The whole place is packed.
$10 booth. $10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our goal is
I
to
bought a
make it a
couple.
little more, to where they don't get packed up so bad
Yeah,
that people
that's
can't
cool.
see everything.
Smart.
Yeah. Well, that was a hot corner there.
That was a hot corner.
There's a lot of hot corners in that
Yeah,
show.
a lot of hot corners. Yeah, for sure. Hey, Scott Sherman's online. Good morning, Scott.
Hey, morning, Pete. Morning, guys. Can't wait for the show to start.
Yeah,
we're
it's gonna
excited.
be exciting. Now, not far away from the big bottom fish tournament. We talked about it yesterday. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to call in. The early bird sign-up period is expiring on April 3rd. So if you call in and register before that and sign up, you get $25 off entry fee, and you get entered into the early bird raffle, which usually has a pretty good prize there. So it's an opportunity to get something good and join a tournament for a good cause, supporting Friends of Rolla.
Yeah, and it's super easy to get in. If you walk by the Let's Talk Hookup booth, you can just scan the QR code on the little poster that we have at the booth, and that'll take you right to registration. Or you can just go do it online, right? Sure.
Yeah, you go to swycanglers.org. You can sign up right there. Super easy. You can do it on your phone, pay for everything, get confirmation. You're all good to go. And it's a really fun tournament. Starts April 18th. The way the weather's been going this year, it may be a really nice time. And it is an amazing event with all the proceeds going towards Captain Rolla's Kids at Sea. Last year we did about 25 grand for the cause, and we're hoping to do more this year. And we're off to a really good start with a couple of really good sponsors and people wanting to get involved. So I just wanted to give it another plug. It's open to the public. You don't have to be a member of the club or anything like that. So we'd love to see you down there for a good day of fishing, and then fish taco dinner with the day's catch. And you go straight into prizes, raffles, awards. There's a jackpot, the whole 9 yards.
And it's super fun, super great venue, and the prizes are unbelievable too. And like you say, 100% of the proceeds to take kids fishing. Captain Rolla's Kids.
It's so well run. I always like that. There's no delay in everything. You get back from fishing. There's such a big team of guys. They're cutting all the rock odds that got weighed up for the tournament. They're cutting them, and you get to have a killer fish taco dinner. And while that's happening, you're winning prizes. And because after a day of fishing, it's boom, 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 boom.
Right.
You have a killer night, and then you're back home again. You guys just do a great job.
Yeah,
Thank you, buddy. The only complaint we've ever gotten from people is that they find out they can't take their fish home, that they're going to the fish fry, and they wanted to take home some fish. So word to people out there: if you're catching them, keep a couple smaller ones that you're not going to weigh in if you really want to take some fish home with you.
there you go. All
But
right.
it's a good time, and it's a good cause, and I'm just happy to be a part of it and see if we can't do more for Captain Rolla's Kids at Sea.
Yeah, thanks
At the
for
end
that.
of the day, we all learned how to fish as kids, and that's what it's about.
Absolutely. Mike, what'd you have to say?
He mentioned something that's important. It's the sponsors, right? We have a whole list of great sponsors as well. And without these people, a lot of this stuff doesn't happen. It's how you power your marketing and your advertising and
Right.
paying social media people. And without these guys, it just doesn't happen. So
Yeah.
everybody, we're always looking
Got
for
to do
them.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and same here.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be on the air if it
Right.
wasn't
That's
for
right.
our valued sponsors.
That's
It's important for sure. Hey, Sherm, thanks
So
a lot.
Make sure you support them, right, buddy?
Yeah,
support our
that's the
sponsors.
idea. Yeah. Hey, appreciate it, Sherm. Thanks for the event, and we'll see you at the Del Mar show.
Oh, I'll be up there. It's been the first time in a couple of years, so I'm really looking forward to it.
All right. Looking
Thanks,
forward to
Sherm.
seeing you.
All right, let's jump back into those jam-packed phones. Again, if you want to get your shot to get through, it's 833-288-0973. Let's talk to Chuck calling us from Dana Point this morning. Good morning, Chuck. Welcome to the show.
Hey, guys. Can't wait. I'm one of the ones that got in that dilemma last time. I think what was it that canceled Del Mar? The pandemic or something? Man, I got shut out. I was so mad.
It's back. It's back on, buddy.
What a great show. I'm ready. Now, is there going to be a map so I can plan my strategy so I don't miss out on half the stuff in Western Outdoors Wednesday, or is it going to be online?
We have the map online. We have it on our social media on Facebook and on Instagram on sportfishingfestival.com. To be honest with you, like we were saying, every building is full of the good stuff. You can come in and definitely try to plan out your day, but I would walk it like you do Costco. You know, because every time you turn around, there's something new. I mean, how many times you go to Costco and you go, I don't normally go up that aisle, and you take a turn to go, oh, what about this?
Yeah, totally. Like they make a cordless version of that now.
Spending money. Yeah.
That's
That's
you guys
awesome.
at the show. Thank you, guys.
All right.
See you, buddy.
Thanks a lot for the call this morning. I have a good text from Rory in Lakeside, and he says, good morning, guys. Super excited for my first PCS show. Bring in the wife and 3 kiddos too.
Awesome.
Is anyone selling rod blanks and building components? Also, will
Absolutely.
there be used gear? Looking forward to seeing you on Friday.
So rod building components, Island Tackle will have an extra part of his booth for that. 310 Rod Works also will have blanks and components. As far as used stuff, it's not a big sector at our show. The San Diego tackle traders have a few vintage things and things like that, but definitely on the rod blanks and rod building components, 310 Rod Works, Island Tackle. We'll have a few of those. So definitely there will be rod building components there for you.
Yeah.
100%.
Now I don't know whether Bill and Michael like this what I'm going to say here, but you said you're going to come Friday. That's a good day to come because everybody wants to come the first day of the show, Thursday.
Crazy.
And everybody wants to come on the weekends. Friday's the secret one.
Friday has about 75% of the traffic of Friday. And Saturday has like twice of Friday, and Sunday's like in between the two. So I would agree with you. If you just want to slow cruise and enjoy yourself, that's probably your best bet in having a little bit slower traffic than our typical days. I would agree with you.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not in trouble.
You're not in trouble.
Okay, good.
You know what we figured out? You know, when we were early on in the shows, it's like, man, every day's got to be the biggest day I've ever seen in my life. To be honest with you, at the end of the day, everyone looks at their sales, looks at their numbers, and it all shows up. Sometimes it shows up bigger on Thursdays than Fridays. Sometimes Fridays are huge. Sometimes Saturdays are way bigger than they've ever been, but it all ends up showing up and it grows by like 15% every year.
I love to hear it.
All right.
Hey, I had another fun text. Says, I love these Let's Talk Hookup shows, and a big shout out to Mike with the Jerry Garcia mention. He said, we deadheads are everywhere.
There you go, baby. I love you.
Are you really a deadhead?
Absolutely.
Someone appreciate it. I like to hear that.
He goes on to say, where can I find the list of the seminars and vendor for the San Diego PCS shows? Can't wait. Bob and Carlsbad.
Bob and Carlsbad. Well, the seminars are, I believe, now online on our website. They've been published on the social media channels. I think they're also on the Western Outdoor News link in an email e-blast they just sent out.
Yeah, the website is sportfishingfestival.com. That should give you all the information you need. You can hit our social media. We're going to start running specials and putting out the stuff from the different manufacturers. I know everyone's starting to email us stuff. We'll have a little bit out today, and tomorrow will probably be the big day for that.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
the seminars this year, for Del Mar, a few of them, well, a lot of them are based around San Diego guys. Like we have
Specific.
the San Diego Friends of San Diego City Lakes. Those guys are showing up.
Oh,
and
no
you know,
kidding.
they do a little advocacy there for the lakes, and they're doing some seminars. So those guys will be there. There's
They have a booth at the show
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, when we found out that these guys are fighting to save the lakes in San Diego,
Right.
We always want
Is
to
that
bring
Bruce
in.
Smith and
It
the
is.
company?
It
Yeah,
is.
Tom
Yeah.
Lowry
So
and
yeah.
Rob
our
Mardigal.
biggest thing
Yeah.
is, you know, when we have a group that we can help out in a certain community, you know, we want to support the San Diego area. So that was a big thing for
Absolutely.
us.
Yeah, kayak, bay bass stuff, the whole bit. It's and it's
Yeah.
all unique to San Diego.
Yeah, we
Fast
talked about
Lane kayak.
Fastlane
Yes.
yesterday. We spent the whole show talking about all the
Right.
great stuff they're going to have at Fastlane, and
He will have the largest display of Hobie kayaks that we've ever had, I think, at any of our shows.
Yeah.
and debuting the brand new
Yep.
inflatable that you can take orders for. It's available very soon, but you've
So
never seen,
brand new,
you've
he
never
didn't
seen
know
this
the
before.
weight of it. When I was listening
Exactly,
yesterday,
yeah.
so brand new, we did not
Exactly.
even know the weight.
So yeah, that's
that
going
was
to be
cool.
cool.
It's exciting.
Hey, Robert in Canyon Country says, a great show. Lobster season ends this Wednesday. Don't forget to send in your lobster report cards.
Oh,
Otherwise,
yeah.
you get, so it's a $20 fine,
Yes.
something like that.
I've
So-
never not had to pay the $20 fine. I talk about how important it is on Let's Talk Hookup everywhere. You have to do it. I sell lobster licenses every day of my life, reminding I make sure you turn this thing in. Not one time have I ever
Yes.
remembered. I'm such an idiot.
Yeah.
To me, lobster licenses cost $32
Yeah.
instead of $12.
Yeah. So the reason I mentioned that is Promar going to be in Del Mar?
They are.
Promar had such a great display.
That was cool
at the show, and all the guys were there talking lobsters and stuff like
yeah.
that. Even though it's the end of the season,
Yeah, they've
you
got
can
their
still
jigging
talk
stuff.
lobsters.
Yeah, they've got all
they've
kinds
got
of
the
stuff.
Promar's got
That's
a lot
right.
of stuff. So that's a good company. They'll be there for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, hey, why don't we jump right back into the phones? And this time we're going to talk to Arnie. He's calling us from Vista this morning. Hey, Arnie, welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning, guys. How's everybody? Show sounds great.
Thanks, Arnie.
I want to give a big thank you to Bill. I'm the president of San Diego Rod and Reel, and man, we kind of got our booth in under the wire. Thank you for all your help, Bill. We really appreciate you taking care of us. And I have one question, actually. For us folks who are kind of like me, they got two bad knees, do you happen to offer anything like electric scooters at the show that we can get?
No, unfortunately, the show is all compatible for bringing wheelchairs, scooters, or any of that, but we do not have a vendor selling them there. That's kind of a separate deal through the fairgrounds that they would have to do, and we really can't control that. But it definitely is totally accessible to everybody, no matter if you're in a wheelchair, scooter, whatever it is. And just to respond to you, I want to say thank you for coming out and being a part of our show. Having the different angling clubs and organizations. I mean, that's the community that really is awesome to see out at our show. So we appreciate you coming out.
Good job, Arnie. Appreciate it very much. Well, I had a fun text come through. A quick one. Great show, guys, in Costa Mesa. We rope dropped the very beginning on Friday, and we stayed until they booted us out and had a great time the entire time. Looking forward to the inaugural Del Mar show. That's from Tony and Hesperia.
All right.
All
Thank
right,
you for coming out.
Lots of stuff like that. And this one, Nick in La Jolla wants to know, what's the best day and time to go to the PCS, and can you bring the kids? Talk about the hours, the days, and all that stuff, because we haven't discussed
So Thursday and Friday, we're open 12 to 7. Saturday's 10 to 7, and Sunday is 10 to 5. I would say any day is a great day to bring the kids. I mean, that is one of the most important things in putting on these shows, is getting the youth involved in fishing. We have 2 kids trout ponds. There's plenty of room to get everybody in. All of the fun kid stuff will be there all of the show hours. So I would just choose what works best for your family schedule, and we'll be there to open the doors for you and welcome your family to our show. We really appreciate you supporting us.
Yeah, those trout were biting.
Oh yeah,
I was watching that. Yeah,
and they don't get fed for a period of time
big
before we
trout. Yeah, and then at the end of the show, the super cool thing is you take all that trout and plant them in a local lake.
Yeah, so the trout that we bring into the show, it's all catch and release, so we don't have to, it's number one, it's teaching kids right away about conservation. Number 2, we don't have a bunch of dead, smelly trout getting laid around in bags. And number 3, how neat that we can put them back in a truck and either take them back to the farm that we purchased them from, or at the Orange County show, they were actually put in local lakes. I mean, I don't know how many messages we got. Which lake are they in? Which lake are they in? Yeah, we are not responding to that, just so you know. But yes, they are in local lakes. I'm not supposed to be telling from the Fish and Wildlife.
And
there.
the guy Mike, the guy Mike that runs it, the mortality rate is almost nil.
Really?
It's crazy how well
And
he
very
takes care
healthy
of those
fish.
Over
That's
the
cool.
years, we have figured it out. The first couple of years were a little on the rough side. And then we have kind of dialed that thing completely in. And like you said, I mean, if we bring in 600-700 pounds of fish, there'll be 6 or 8 that die during the process.
Wow,
I mean, it's
no
pretty darn
way.
amazing.
That's amazing.
It is wild.
So 2 years ago, there's I don't know if you noticed, there was an osprey nest in the parking lot.
Oh, I love that. I'm already pumped on hearing
That
the story.
dude was circling above the trout pond 2 years ago.
Eyeballs
we
the whole
probably
time.
fed his babies a couple of times.
I love
don't
it.
know.
I love it.
Yeah, it's so cool. Well, hey, we have a special guy on the line right now. I believe it's Dave from the Tomahawk. Good morning, Dave.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, guys. Definitely wanted to call in and say hi and hope the show's going well. And yeah, give you guys the rundown on how this trip went, which was pretty stellar.
Yeah, I saw you pulling out on Friday. It's like, where's he going? Hey, you went bluefin tuna fishing, right?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. And it worked out well. You know, we had to take a pretty decent tour to the south, and God, ended up locating these things and, was able to get it done for our passengers. Got boat limits and definitely a couple extra to take home for the cruise. So
awesome.
The grade of fish is a lot of this 25-pound average fish with a couple standouts, 40, 50-pounders. So nothing jumbo, but, you look at the time of year and the amount of things, how eager these things were to bite. We're pretty fortunate for what we got. And to add to it, we caught a Dorado on the troll. So it's like,
That's wild, Dave.
Mark the
I
date.
know. I told the boys.
Like the 14th of March, right? Mid-March.
Yeah.
Dorado. Local dog.
I don't ever remember that happening before.
That would have to be a Frank Lepresti
Yeah,
question,
exactly.
right?
We'll have to ask Steve Carson or Frank.
Steve
That's
Carson.
somebody. That's
Fishing
unreal.
encyclopedia.
Yeah, that's him.
And I saw on your social media the update. You guys had daytime fish too. Frank Lepresti called the show and said that you guys were getting on scene during the radio show yesterday. He said that you guys would be on scene to the area that the good fishing had been in it within another couple of hours, and it seemed like quick in the afternoon we were already getting updates from the boat of seeing daytime fly line fish to go along with it.
Exactly. That was it was just an odd day. I told the pastor, all of us have to go to the store, buy a scratcher on the way home. We got good vibes on the boat. It was definitely styling. So yeah, having that in March, like you said, the Dorado, it's like, no, I told the boys, do not fillet that thing. We're going to be walking up, holding this thing high, just to hold it valid. But yeah, definitely good things to come, man. We got beautiful weather, 66-degree water down here, and just, man, it really was a treat.
So are you on a 2-day, 3-day, or what do you want?
Yeah, 2.5 day. 2.5 day. And next weekend we actually have a 2-day midweek too, which gives us that little bit of time to get down to where we need. We had a 2.5 day for next weekend, which I turned it into a 3, just to we could have that first night of fishing. Get there, have adequate time to get to the grounds and put in some work. So turned it into a 3-day next week, and would love to continue this and stay on this fish, because it just leads to the rest of the fleet getting on it as well, and again sharing the love here. So trying to make that happen. Stoked you guys were able to take my call and get me on, because again, I want people to be aware. I know social media is doing what it does, and a lot of good feedback there. So thank you guys for taking my call too.
I just want to give a big hats off to Dave, because the second that the season ended this year, those guys started boat work and were jamming immediately. I mean, the second that they hung it up from last season for exactly this reason. And, I talked to Dave and he said exactly that. I want to have the boat ready to go by March. The fishing season doesn't start in March.
Yeah.
Usually it's not when we're supposed to be ready. So those guys worked their butts off. The boat is beautiful, did such a good job in the off season, getting it ready so early for this exact reason. The whole thing was ready to go, and now they're reaping the rewards of being one of the first boats off the dock, and seeing great success. So
congratulations
hats off to the hard
Dave.
work.
Yeah, for sure. And Dave,
Thank you so much, you guys.
and the
That
boat
was
is
exactly it.
beautiful
Yeah,
too. Tomahawk,
so
if you
good.
haven't been aboard, is just a fabulous vessel. And so again, midweek 2-day, and then next weekend a 3-day, and there's spots available.
Yes, spots available.
All right.
Spots available. Turning that 2.5 day into a 3-day, it's low to 24, and we only need 10 people to get off the dock. So I mean, just at that, it could just be a stellar trip, load people wise, and able to point at some potential. So it's starting, and we're ready. So
Beautiful
thank you guys
weather.
for taking
Beautiful weather. And
Yeah.
if we want to book the trip, fishermanslanding.com, right?
Yes, sir. FishermanLanding.com or Tomahawk.com, TomahawkSportFishing.com, and contacting Fisherman's Landing to book your trip. Let's keep this fish going.
All right. Great
Thanks,
job,
Dave.
Dave.
Captain
you,
Dave
gentlemen.
Abraham, live from the Tomahawk. I appreciate the report, and we'll look forward to future reports. Keep this number so you can call us and keep us updated.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Will
Dave.
do. Thank you, gentlemen.
So you go on that 3-day next weekend with Dave. You can come to the show Thursday and then get on the Tomahawk and go catch bluefin and yellows and Dorado.
Get your
How's
tackle
that?
on Thursday, and
Right?
get fishing
Score
on
a
Friday.
deal,
Yeah.
catch a seminar, get all tuned up, jump on the
Yeah.
boat and go get them.
Yeah.
I love it. Hey, we're going to continue on with the Bite and Fish. Time for our fishdope.com report today, sponsored in part by the Fish Pros of Fisherman's Processing in San Diego, where you get the premier processing experience. Check out the easier online system to book your processing for your long-range trips. With more team members, Fisherman's Processing stays far ahead of the rest. More same-day capacity, the finest customer service. You can stop by their location on Old Town on Taylor Street or check fishermansprocessing.com and be sure you make your reservation today. We got him. The Angler's Realtor, Yusuf Husseini, is on the line with that fishdope.com report. Good morning, Yusuf.
Hey, good morning, guys. How we doing today? Morning, Bill.
You have any more of those $10 t-shirts?
I've got a ton of them.
They've been highly requested.
Yeah, Joseph was in the BD Outdoors booth the whole time selling those
That
t-shirts.
was the hot corner.
No doubt.
That is for sure. Yeah, people dug the half off T-shirts. We will have them at PCS SD as well, I believe.
That's awesome.
All
right. Okay, so I'm gonna start up north in Santa Monica Bay. Sculpin and whitefish have been biting really well, as well as the bass fishing, sand bass and calicos up on the artificial reef. Long Beach, Palo Verde to Newport, the whole coast there, the bottom grabbers have been biting good. Sheephead have been biting really good. Shrimp, clam, and mussels have been the top bait. Halibut still continues to be steady. There's some guys reporting in fish up to 30 pounds up there. Calico and sand bass has been a little bit of a slow pick at Horseshoe and Iser's Reef. Sculpin and whitefish fishing, as usual, is really good over on the 150 and the Santa Ana River pipe. Calico bass off of San Clemente Island have been eating really good. 3 to 5 foot class fish, all up in the Boiler Rocks. Catalina, Danny got a report this morning of some legal sized barracuda and 5 to 10 pound bonita at the K20 spot on the front side of the island. The back side of the island has seen a decent halibut bite, nothing crazy, but they're still biting. La Jolla area, we did have some breezers popping up with the yellowtail, I think Friday and yesterday. Also very good whitefish, sculpin, and sheepshead fishing. The IB pipe is producing some pretty decent sand bass on the knocker rig as well. There are some people catching halibut off the pipe there a little bit, so it could be a good day of fishing just doing that. Islands and rock pile. It was, I was out there on Friday. We did fair. We went 1 for 3. We fished both the middle grounds and the rock pile. Rock pile seemed to produce a little bit better. There was some decent schools of fish popping up. Looked like about 15 to 30 pound fish. Some of the smaller boats actually did pretty good. We saw a few guys get 3 and 4. We also caught some bonita. Rockfish are really thick as well in the rock pile area, so that's good fishing. Boat traffic seems like it is increasing. The more people hear about this bite. Down south of there, Santa Tomas area and around Ensenada, there have been some big bonita and a little bit of yellowtail around it too. Fish are up in the Salsa Puedes area and then down to Punta Banda to Isolate. Bluefin, just like the Tomahawk was talking about, there have been some bluefin showing up. These fish are out between the butterfly and the mushroom and down the beach about 130 to 160 miles from Point Loma. It's out west of San Martin. These are smaller fish, 25 to 30 pounds with some standouts up in the 40 area. You guys just heard about the Dorado, which is crazy for this time of year. Fish must have been lost or something. But it shows what's to come. Notable, the water temp just outside the islands was 67.4 degrees, which is pretty crazy.
Wow,
man.
that's amazing.
That's hot, dude.
So good. And
it's March.
Fishdope.com. Of course, $30 off a new membership to fishdope.com using the code Hookup Now. Lowercase, no space, $30 off using Hookup Now. And Joseph, what's going on in the real estate game?
It's moving. Slowed down a little bit probably the past week. I'd say I had a couple cancellations due to, I think, people getting cold feet from the war going on and gas prices and everything else. But as soon as that levels off, I think we're going to go right back to madness. It's still going. Interest rates hopefully will fall even more and increase this market activity. But moving and grooving still. Got a lot of listings coming up. Anybody needs anything, give me a call.
There you go. And how do we find you, Joseph?
You can get me on my cell phone, 619-277-2169. You can get me on social media at The Angler's Realtor. And you can get me on my website at sportsmansrealty.com.
All right. And we'll see you, of course, at the PCS show in the $10 t-shirt BD Outdoors booth.
I am that guy, and I will be there.
All right. Thanks, Joseph.
That's good.
I will see you on
right, guys.
Thursday.
See you, buddy.
Through Sunday at the Del Mar Fairgrounds.
All right. Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming away, including more of your phone calls and texts. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup, Southern California's sport fishing voice on the Let's Talk Hookup app, Facebook and YouTube Live, and 97.3 The Fan. One rod has set the standard for serious saltwater anglers worldwide, and that's CalStar. From the rugged dependability of the West Coast Series, the lightweight strength of the Graphiter, or the performance of the GG Series, all CalStar rods are handmade right here in Southern California of the finest materials and craftsmanship. Check out the new CalStar models now available, as well as upgrades to the classic rods that you know and love. If you want your tackle to be state-of-the-art tools to get the job done right, it's CalStar at Fine Tackle Dealers.
It's Truck Month at your local San Diego County Ford dealers. The biggest deals of the year on Ford trucks are happening now. From Pro Power Onboard to Blue Cruise Tech and the Ford Security Package, Ford's award-winning truck lineup is built with the power and utility to help you take on whatever life throws your way. From F-Series, America's best-selling truck, to the Ford Maverick and the Ford Ranger, built to take you everywhere from work to play. Check out the entire lineup of Ford trucks and take a test drive today. Go to your local San Diego County Ford dealers today.
I believe there is no doubt that the finest sport fishing in the world starts right here in San Diego. This is Captain Frank Lepresti. Our fleet of long-range boats and crew are unmatched, and the Royal Polaris and Shogun are right at the top of the list. Captain Jonathan Yamati and his crew aboard the Royal Polaris are considered to be the finest long-range vessel in the world. From summer bluefin, yellowtail, and wahoo to giant yellowfin tuna, our record is unmatched. The Shogun, under the direction of Captain Rene Monteagudo, has become one of the most popular long-range boats in the fleet. This big, wide, solid riding vessel has gained a reputation for catching fish and treating their customers to an epic vacation on the water. I am so proud of Jonathan, Rene, and the crews on both the Royal Polaris and Shogun, as they have helped me keep the reputation of the premier vessels in the long-range fleet. Come see for yourself. Book a trip on the Royal Polaris or Shogun today. Check RoyalPolarisSportFishing.com or ShogunSportFishing.com, or call Monica or Jen in the office at 619-226-8030.
The PCS Show will be coming to Del Mar, and we will have an enormous booth. Hi, this is Doug Kern from Fisherman's Landing Tackle. Check us out when you walk into the first building at the show. We saved our most incredible and exclusive deals for our hometown show. Deals never before seen. Everything at the Fisherman's Landing Tackle booth will be on sale, with a ton of high-quality saltwater products that no one else will have. For saltwater tackle at the PCS Del Mar Show, your best stop is at the Fisherman's Landing Tackle booth.
Looking for the ultimate Alaska fishing experience and the best value in Alaska? Look no further than Kingfisher Charters in Sitka, Alaska. A trip to Kingfisher includes everything you need to make your experience legendary. The finest fishing fleet in Sitka with the best captains, deluxe accommodations, gourmet food, world-class fish processing, and the best part, it's all included for one amazing price. Kingfisher is Let's Talk Hookup's most popular destination. Hundreds of listeners have experienced Kingfisher Charters, and most go back again and again. You have probably heard a lot of big promises from other Alaska lodges, only to find there were lots of hidden charges. Not Kingfisher. Everything is included. 10-hour fishing days, your license, fish processing, super deluxe accommodations, amazing food, airport transfers, and fishing gear. All you bring is your layer clothing, and Kingfisher covers the rest. Kingfisher Charters, your Alaska fishing destination. 800-727-6136 or check kingfishercharters.com.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Having a great time talking PCS Show. Reminder, it is happening this week, coming up Thursday through Sunday at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. I cannot wait.
Yeah, and if you want to talk to Mike and Bill, it's 833-288-0973. Give us a fish report. Maybe you at the Coronado Islands yesterday catching yellowtail. Who knows? Hey, 833-288-0973. Jeff standing by at the Fan. You have a great text, right?
I thought so. It says, hey, guys, obviously I love the show, and I cannot wait for Del Mar. I'm hoping that you can spill us some secrets. Mike, Bill, what do you know of some of the best tackle deals available at Del Mar? I know Rick can rattle off a bunch, too. I'm ready to get pumped up. We're going to see you on Thursday. That's from Mike in San Juan Capistrano.
So, it's funny. There's so many different retailers and different aspects of the show, but and we have a whole list of great sponsors, and each one, like Penn, has a ridiculous. You just go to the Penn booth. I mean, there was the guy on earlier who said, I don't need any more rods. What fisherman ever says they don't need any more? And especially if they're free.
Yeah, totally.
Right? So you go to the Penn booth, And they figure out you buy one of their electrics, you get a free rod. Same with Daiwa. They have crazy specials. The Shimano folks working with you guys, they have crazy specials. You walk out of the
and Shimano never goes on sale.
It's crazy. So you walk out of the O'Brien building and you walk into Bing Crosby. There's a whole Turtle Box gauntlet, right? They're going to have cornhole and food trucks, and so you can rock out. Yeah, the whole thing will be theirs, right?
Those guys got us two or three. I think 3 of the boys from the tackle store all bought turtle boxes up
Bill,
at
I
that show
think he
because of that display.
His kids were fighting over one, so I think he bought 6 of them.
Wow,
those things are cool, man.
Yeah,
well,
they were on sale. The turtle boxes.
Yeah, we have them up on the charter boat. Jess has 2 of them on his boat. My kids on their bass boat have a couple of them, and it's amazing because my kids will literally leave them on the boat in the rain, not charge them, filth all over them. They bring them home, hose them off, plug them in, and they work like the day you bought them.
Yeah. They had one playing in their booth. It was playing in a bucket of water. It's not some waterproof. It's not a little bit. I mean, it was
really good.
It was in water while playing for hours.
That's
pretty cool.
Yeah. Ford's there they'll have a big display. Geico's building that big house, and they have some.
San Diego County Ford dealers are
a big
Mark
part of
Wheeler
it.
and the whole gang are going to be a big part of it. They're going to have some trucks there. And some
They're in the
SUVs.
same building with U-boats.
Oh, they are.
right
They're
across
inside
in that same area.
Really?
Yeah.
Then they're going to show off some of the great cars.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm sure.
and some of the deals. Yeah, definitely.
And like I said, we saved stuff just for this show. Quite a bit of it. Our booth is going to be double the size in San Diego than it was in Orange County. Literally double, and then some. And, we have a bunch of stuff. All of the things that we knew were such a good deal that they were going to sell out no matter what. We chose to save those for the hometown crowd.
For example,
we have a bunch of closeout rods. So we bought a bunch of rods from Major Craft. Major Craft makes these killer spinning and casting, like kind of bay bass, freshwater, calico type rods. We were only able to buy 50 of them. They're 75% of the normal cost. We're talking like $30 to $50 for mid $100 and low $200 rods. We were only able to get our hands on 50 of them. They're going to go in a day. Like, we could have sold them in Orange County just as easy, but we saved them for the San Diego show.
Awesome.
Same thing with Berkeley. We got these killer Berkeley rods that are like inshore, spotty, halibut, local rods. They're $25. And this is a killer rod. Good, conventional rod. They sell for $80. They're going to be $25. We saved all those just for the San Diego show.
How about Seaguar fluorocarbon? Buy one, get one free?
Buy one, get one free for both Premier and Blue Label.
And
at
Blue
the
Label.
booth. No problem. Mix and
So
match.
I'll tell you a little story. I can buy Seaguar wholesale. I went and bought it.
Yeah, it's less money.
It's cheaper to buy it at the store at the buy one get one than I can get it at wholesale.
That's awesome.
We got a bunch of knife jigs, same deal, that we're like, there's no way we're going to sell these things out in a couple of days. Why go through the wait and the issue for us to bring them up there? We'll just save them for all the guys that are only coming to San Diego show. Pro rigged bluefin jigs. And we're also using it as like anything that we realized that we overbought or had too much of for last season. We're going to take all that stuff and literally sell it at cost just to give ourselves space and room going into next season. Like,
awesome.
We're treating it how we treat Tackle Day, where we use Tackle Day because that's for us our big sale at the end of the year. We use that to expel all the extra inventory. We're going to treat San Diego that same way. Like, we're going to get rid of a lot of stuff well below. And then all the first run stuff, every single reel, 10% off, free Spectra wound in the booth for every single reel. We think it's going to be a huge show. We've got those Hook boots that are like 70% off. It's a really, really good show for us. We're excited.
Yeah. And that's just an example of one of the vendors
just one
at
booth.
the show.
Yeah, there's a lot of retailers with a lot of amazing deals. Like we were saying, tomorrow we'll start releasing from the manufacturers what their deals are.
Yeah.
All day.
And we share everybody's, when Rick puts something up, we share it right away. So there is going to be a heck of a lot of deals.
It's going to be good.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, John from Mira Mesa wants to know, will CCA have a presence at the Del Mar show?
Absolutely. They'll have a very large booth directly across from Fisherman's Landing Tackle and next to Shimano.
Yeah, and they'll be promoting the tournament, the Star
That's
Tournament,
right.
and are they still giving the deal where you get the coupon of $25 off on AFCO clothing?
I don't know their exact deal.
Yeah,
I don't know their
but that
exact
was what
deal,
they had
but-
up in Costa Mesa.
Yeah,
so
most
I think
likely, I would think it would be
they're
the
going to
same
continue
thing.
that.
They did a great job up in Costa Mesa.
Oh
Their
yeah,
booth was
they
so awesome.
signed up. Did you see the numbers? I know
Yeah.
you're on the board.
So-
Did you see the numbers from Costa Mesa?
Yeah,
They
but the
signed up a lot
interesting-
of people.
Yeah, a lot more than last year.
Yeah.
But what they noticed is there was a lot less of San Diego, and the people are holding back for
Yes.
this Del Mar show.
Yes.
So Orange County grew by a large number, and San Diego is ready to rock and roll.
For sure. You have a great text, huh?
Yeah, definitely. It says, good morning, guys. Can't wait for PCS show. I'm really excited bringing the whole family. I've really enjoyed all of the things that you guys have added to the show to make it family friendly. I was wondering if you guys could both list what your favorite booth or activity was from last week's OC show.
That's a good question.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
There's so many.
I know Mike told me his favorite booth was the Fisherman's Landing tackle booth.
Is that right?
Yeah, he
I was
said
gonna
first of all,
say-
it was his single favorite. He said it was better than any other booth there.
We're going to have to give a political answer on this one. I would say the teriyaki chicken bowls was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I had those. Those were
They're
good.
really
They're
good.
really good.
The barbecue is
The
really
barbecue.
good.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
even know. We work with Chris, so it's going to come off as biased. I wouldn't even know how good the teriyaki chicken bowls. We ate those stupid brisket sandwiches
They're so
every
good.
single day. We had the same thing every day. I told the boys, hey, we're going to go make a lunch run. We'll get whatever you want. What do you want? Every single day they said the same thing. Brisket sandwich.
They're good.
I want the same thing every time. They were so good.
Yeah.
It was
Mike?
fun.
You know, it's gonna sound funny. I love the falconry lady.
There it is.
Yeah.
I just love going. Though there's
Wait, do
something,
you love the Falcons or the falconry lady?
Well, you know, the
The
falconry.
Falcons. Kind of both, right?
I love
I
the
just want to
falcon.
correct this before we go too
And
far.
actually, there's a peregrine falcon and a Harris hawk, and I'm I'm a nerdy, bird of prey guy.
Yeah.
And
I love them too.
you go over there. There's something about being in the presence of those birds. They're just,
They're
apex
super
predators,
cool.
right? They're really
Yeah.
cool.
They are amazing. But they won't be at Del Mar.
I don't believe so. No.
Yeah. Next year at Costa Mesa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my favorite booth was the Let's Talk Hookup booth.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise, right? And I'm going to be in big trouble with Tommy P and Wayne if I don't plug the Let's Talk Hookup booth here. We've done hour and 45 minutes of the show, and I have not plugged the Let's Talk Hookup booth. We're going to be doing a fundraiser, continuing the fundraiser for Captain Rollo's Kids at Sea, Friends of Rollo. We're giving away a Talica 20A. It's like what, $800 reel?
Yeah, seven.
We're giving away a pair of Costa sunglasses. We're giving away a Torium 20, and we're giving away a 2-day trip on the Polaris Supreme in April for that raffle. It's
Wow.
$10 a ticket. I think you get 20 for $100. You get a free prize if you buy $100 worth, and 100% of that money goes to Captain Rollo's Kids at Sea. It goes to taking kids fishing. So stop by the Let's Talk Hookup booth. I know Wayne has t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats for sale. You can do that, but yeah, come by the Let's Talk Hookup booth. See the guys. I'll be there quite a bit for sure this time, and because I had to go back and forth. I had limited time up at the Costa Mesa show, but I was there, but I'll be at of course Del Mar a lot. So Tommy P, Dave, and Wayne will be there. But I must say that the electronics section was impressive.
Oh.
The Baker Marine, Johnson Hicks Marine, Ray Marine, Simrad,
All those are national
all
brands
those
that
guys
bring
were
their stuff.
surrounded in that area, and that to me was something you're never going to see anywhere else. The other thing that was super cool was the Seakeeper demo thing that they had, the seesaw. Are they
Yeah.
going to bring the seesaw this time? Do
I
you
don't
know?
think so. I actually don't. I know they're going to be there. They're bringing their boat.
Yeah, Seakeeper ride.
Yeah,
the
and their
Seakeeper
the sea,
systems,
the
yeah.
Blue Seas.
Blue Seas.
Yeah,
Blue
those
Seas
guys will be there.
stabilizers. Yeah, yeah. Chris and Ollie and such like that. Yeah, but that's. I mean, I could go on and on, but there's just a few things.
One
What
of
about-
the other, I got to go
Yeah.
back. Bill, I don't know how he pulled this off, but if you guys were in the Anaheim booth or the Anaheim building at all, you saw the giant alligator, mounted alligator,
Oh, cool.
coming out of the water like
Yeah.
crazy with the big teeth and everything.
I did not. I
That
missed that
guy.
one.
So, I mean, I guess, I'm not an alligator hunter. It seems now there are a lot of
those guys.
alligator hunters in Southern California. The guy had the best show he's ever had.
Yeah, so he's a good friend of mine from Florida. He's a big YouTuber. He has a huge following, and he knows me. And he's like, "Man, I want to come out and see what your show's got." And I said, "Look, you're a wild card."
Yeah,
I
totally.
said you could come out and nobody talks to you, and you could come out and sell more hunts than you've ever sold. And he sold more hunts than he's ever sold anywhere. He couldn't believe how many people thought it'd be fun. Well, they do it on rod and reel, and it has a fishing aspect to it.
Huh.
I totally want to.
But I'll tell
you go hunt alligators?
They do. They go
Florida?
out. Yeah, in Florida, they go out. They find them. They cast on them with treble hooks. Fight them to the boat with spinning rods. It's very
They
interesting.
would kill them or release them?
No, they're you can release them too.
Yeah.
But yeah, they pay for a tag to do it.
Oh, okay.
And the
Because
deal
it's supposed to be
there's-
good eating, right?
It's very good
Alligator?
eating.
Yeah.
But the system out there's too many alligators, so the state gives a certain amount of tags to thin them out every single year. He's a part of that conservation effort, brings out hunters to do it. So, but he called me after the first day and he said, I don't know if I'm going to have enough tags if these people come through.
No way.
He had guys
So
come
too
booked,
many.
one of them, I think, booked 15. Some guy from a big lawyer firm booked like 15 hunts with him.
Wow.
15 tags to bring out his whole law firm.
Wow.
It was very interesting. Like I said, it's a complete wild card.
Yeah.
Either
Yeah.
people are going to love you or they're going to just look at you like you're nuts.
That's wild. What about you, Rick? Other than the Fisherman's Landing tackle booth?
Trout pond for sure. That's my favorite. It's my favorite thing to see there. It was. I agree with what you said. It was totally biting. It's so well run. It's my favorite thing. If I have an extra minute to kill, or like my voice is gone from talking and I got 10 minutes, I always like to go watch the trout pond. It's my favorite thing. It's the coolest tradition. I remember fishing at trout ponds at the old Fred Hall show with my dad, and the fact that you got to do it, I got to watch Wyatt do it last year, and Wyatt and Waylon are both going to get to do it this year. So yeah, it's my favorite. I love that that's something that you guys do for the kids.
Yeah, my brother was actually out here. He lives in Oahu, and he was out here with my nephew, who's just barely 2 years old. And we were filming a news segment. And we brought him over, and he caught his first fish, and it was pretty neat.
That's
I mean,
rad.
I didn't get to experience that as a kid. We weren't really show people growing up, but watching my nephew, both of my nephews, my nephew Mitch last year caught his first fish there. I mean,
That's cool.
It's super cool seeing the kids do that. It's something you can't replicate.
We still have a rainbow trout wrapped up in a Ziploc bag that says Wyatt's first trout that I'm not allowed to throw away. That's in our deep freezer. So every time we're going there looking for a piece of wahoo or something, there's a big dead trout that's still in our deep freezer that came out of the trout pond.
You know, with all the fishing trips that we get to go on, your wife's where our wives are at home. Sunday afternoon, I went by the Anglerettes booth. If you want to stoke out your wife, go by there because they have really good stuff. I brought home like 6 shirts for my daughter.
Oh, cool.
And my wife's like, I love these things.
We bought stuff.
Jeanette does a great job.
She kills it.
She is the OG
For
of
sure.
women's fishing clothes, and she does it right. And she's young and hip, and she's constantly updating everything. I mean, it is so cool.
And she'll be in Del Mar.
Yeah. And
She
that
will be in
cost me-
Del Mar.
That cost me a hotel room for Del Mar because my wife and my daughter are coming down because they want to go. They want to go shopping.
We bought like little toddler dress that had a bunch of largemouth bass all
Yeah.
over for our buds. It just
That's
that
cool.
there
Good
was
stuff.
really cool stuff there.
That's cool. Katmai Lodge will be in San Diego too. Charmel and Bob,
Yep.
the owner of Katmai Lodge, and we had a couple of spots. People got ill, unfortunately. A couple spots opened up on our trip in July that I'm going on in July. I'm telling you, this is the
Coolest
trip of a
experience ever,
lifetime.
man.
If there's nothing
Is that the
like
big
going to
rainbow
Katmai.
trout one?
Yeah, well, big rainbows, big kings, big sockeye.
Those spots should be
It's-
full by the end of the Del Mar.
Oh,
show.
yeah.
I would think so.
And you know,
We
bears
saw like
from
25
EDU,
bear.
you know,
It's
like bear viewing,
trip
moose,
out.
everything. It's
That's neat.
one of the most epic. I've been there probably 7 or 8 times. I can't wait to go back.
It's one of those
We're going
places
on
that
it?
it's the total experience,
Yeah.
not
The
just the
total
fishing.
experience. So Bob and Charmel will be there. Go by, see them. Katmai. You know what area they're going to be? It's a big booth.
Give me a second.
They're going to be there. And then I also might want to mention again Baker Marine. The guys, Anthony and the guys will be there with deals. They had like $150 off a pair of gyros there.
They might get me on this one. We want
They-
to.
yeah.
So we both have a pair of Frasers, but we're going to get a new pair of those TSXs that they have, and they had such a good deal.
It's
I didn't
unbelievable.
see. That's the thing.
Just
I
a
didn't-
little over a grand.
I didn't get much of a chance to be out of the booth, and I didn't find out to the last day how much of a deal they had on the Technos, the TSXs, and we really want to. Neil and I are going to split a pair just to keep on the boat as a spare, just in case one of them go down.
Got to have it, yeah. And this is the best time to buy. It's best time to buy a boat too. Guys from West Coast Marine, they're going to have that great display of Yamahas and Parkers. And I know West Coast Marine Service from San Diego will also be there too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Katmai is in 369. They're in the Bing Crosby, which is the second building in.
Okay.
That's where Fast Lane Kayaks
Fast Lane,
and Salty Crew and Abishar. Like I said, every building's got its unique special fisherman's access tackle. Yeah,
And then the bands the bands are going to be there too.
Oh,
right?
yeah. We'll
Nice
have the
touch
same
with
two.
the bands and the music.
Yeah.
Man, you're like a
Yeah.
pro.
Who is
this guy?
Not bad.
Hey, when we come back, we're going to find out who's got themselves a brand new pair of coasters and 2 tickets to go to the show. Again, it's Thursday through Sunday. You stay tuned. Let's Talk Hookup coming your way in the Let's Talk Hookup app, Facebook and YouTube Live, and 97.3 The Fan.
After a record-breaking show in Costa Mesa, the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing, Fishing Tackle, Boat and Travel Show, presented by Geico, now moves to San Diego, March 19th through the 22nd at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. This show will feature hundreds of sport fishing exhibitors, manufacturers, tackle dealers, fishing boats, and fishing resorts taking up the massive Del Mar Fairgrounds. Fantastic seminars and kids-free trout pond. Seminars featuring some of the top names in the industry, from catching giant bluefin, swordfish, calico bass, freshwater bass, trout, and more. Take advantage of incredible show specials from major tackle retailers and boat dealers. Talk to the top fishing travel destinations. It's great for the whole family. With the fishing season now here, stock up on all your favorite tackle or purchase that dream boat at incredible show prices. Thursday, March 19th to Sunday, March 22nd at the Del Mar Fairgrounds, presented by Geico. Check sportfishingfestival.com.
Partners Outdoorsman, Southern California's #1 shooting, hunting, and fishing tackle retailer since 1971, is right in your neighborhood. Now with stores throughout Southern, Central, and Northern California. No one does it better. Turner's Outdoorsman brings you the best prices and selection, plus a knowledgeable staff that will help make your day on the water or in the field more fun. Stop by your neighborhood Turner's Outdoorsman. To find a location nearest you, check the web at turners.com and sign up for special deals and more.
A top fleet and superb fishing is what Seaforth Sport Fishing in Mission Bay is all about. With free parking and fully stocked tackle shop, it's no wonder Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Apollo, Outer Limit, El Gato Dos, Pride, Tribute Pacifica, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth, Sea-Watch, and San Diego offer the finest half and full day trips available. Seaforth Sport Fishing. For charters or regular open party schedule, check seaforthlanding.com. Run by fishermen for fishermen in Mission Bay.
Shimano has taken trolling for big fish to the next level. Introducing the new Shimano Ledge Runner. They set a new standard for offshore diving plugs. Featuring a patented technology, the Shimano Ledge Runner offers seamless depth shifting from shallow to deep ranges while maintaining stable swimming actions, even at high trolling speeds. Designed with durability and longevity in mind, Ledge Runner is available in 2 sizes and an array of colors. One, its amazing features is ADR, or adjustable depth range, a feature that enables anglers to change trolling depths with ease and efficiency. In addition, the Shimano Ledge Runner has HCW, or Hydro Control Wing, a stabilization feature ensuring that the lure swims straight, even at high speeds. Be ready to hear that clicker go off with the Shimano Ledge Runner. Available now at your local Shimano dealer.
Are you ready for reliability? Then you're ready for a Yamaha outboard. And there's no better time to jump on board than during our Ready for Reliability sales event. From now until March 31st, 2026, eligible new Yamaha 30 to 450 horsepower outboards get 2 additional years of warranty protection for a total of up to 7 years of warranty coverage. Plus, Yamaha 2.5 to 25 horsepower outboards come with up to $200 in dealer credit. Get ready to enjoy Yamaha reliability with a new outboard today. Visit your local Yamaha dealer for details. Yamaha, reliability starts here. Offer ends March 31st, 2026. Subject to change. Other restrictions and conditions apply. Select models excluded. 24-month Yamaha extended service added to 36 or 60-month factory limited warranty. Choice offered to Florida residents is a 24-month Yamaha limited warranty. See authorized participating Yamaha outboard dealers for details. Cannot be used with any other Yamaha offer.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Having a great time with the boys this morning. Okay, it's time to find out who's going to the PCS show as well as winning those pair of coasters. Do us the honors, Mike.
All right, here we go.
We have a caller today. Congratulations, Chuck in Dana Point. You are going to the PCS show as well as got those brand new Fantail Pros.
Yeah, congratulations, Chuck. And thank you guys. Such a great show. We're looking forward to the San Diego Del Mar show. Again, some big highlights. Turner's Outdoorsman, you said, had phenomenal deals.
Awesome specials coming up. Yeah, we're going to be releasing those this afternoon, and then we'll have Monday, all the manufacturers will be giving us all of their stuff. So there's a lot of specials. Keep an eye on our social media. It's at Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Mag or on Facebook, Pacific Coast Sport Fishing.
And the show hours are, Mike?
Oh my gosh. Thursday and Friday are 10 to 7.
No. Thursday and Friday are 12 to 7. Saturday is 10 to 7. Sunday is 10 to 5.
Okay. There
Do
you
not
go.
show up.
Now you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
no, I was
12.
talking to the exhibitors. They can get
Hey, thank you guys. And we'll look forward
Great
to
job,
seeing you guys
boys.
at
Can't
the show next weekend. Ted and Rick from Gamakatsu Hooks are going to be here. They'll be at the show too with phenomenal deal too. And then Captain Frank Lopresti next Sunday. Thanks to Adam for the app, and thanks to Jeff in the Fan Studios. And we'll see you next weekend right back here on the Let's Talk Hookup app, YouTube, Facebook Live, and 97.3 The Fan.
KWFN and KWFN HD1 San Diego.
This is Manny Machado from the San Diego Padres.
A no doubter for Manny Machado.
The Padres play here on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. And on the